Yes, ladies and gentlemen, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, guys. Welcome back to Omar BYT, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome, guys, to another Culers Culture Show, ladies and gentlemen. We are back again with another Culers Culture Show with the Barcelona panelists, guys. First of all, guys, big up to my guy Jonas. How you doing, bro?
Yo, I'm doing, blessed, better than ever, fighting a cold, but at the same time, it's nothing too difficult, bro. But as always, blessed. And Barcelona, we're gonna have a good chat, I think got brother Kevin, Hey, Kevin, how you doing, bro?
I'm good, guys. I'm good. Thank you for asking. Everything is great. I'm really excited about all the talks that's been going on now that the season's over. I'm real excited about everything that's going on around Barca.
100%, 100%. That's definitely a lot of things we're gonna get into. But before we get started, guys, big up to every single one of you guys. Big up to every single one of you guys. Big up to my guy Havertz in the chat. Big up to Seth. Yeah, we're gonna get into all of this. Don't worry about it. And big up to my guy Barcelona Money. Big up to you, bro. I hope everything is good with every single one of you. Make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. And listen, man, let's get into it. Obviously, guys, I do want to quickly start before we even get into any of the Barca news, right? I want to talk about Luis Enrique, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about Luis Enrique because our former manager 10 years ago today, he won us a treble. And, he's done it again. As you guys can see, guys, he's officially done it. Another treble, man. Two trebles. Only two managers in history have done two trebles. And both of them are from Barcelona. I mean, what an amazing moment. What a game. I mean, that was insane. Listen, outside of the game, let's just say this now. That was an insane game, bro. That is one of the most one-sided finals I've seen in my whole life. I think the closest thing I can remember is probably the 2012 Euros when Spain beat Italy 4-0. I think that is the closest one I can think of. But brother, we lost to that Inter Milan team, guys.
Bro,
That Inter Milan team got battered.
Omar,
That Inter Milan team.
It looks worse
That
now.
Inter Milan team.
Omar, it looks worse. Let's be real. The 5-0 trashing, like it wasn't even close. The first half was bad. The second half was even worse. And I understand we made mistakes. And you know what? That's honestly why Barca weren't in the UCL final, because too many mistakes. That's the thing. PSG, the one thing that I say, they're balanced, right? They're very balanced compared to Barca. And on top of that, they make less huge mistakes, right? Barca, man, I can't lie. We didn't get to the final. Now that I feel like it wasn't because Inter's more skilled than us. It's just they capitalized on mistakes. That was the truth. And PSG, they gave nothing.
Yeah, I think this defeat it made the defeat that we had to Inter seem a lot worse, because it seemed like Inter just wasted all their gas on beating us, and then they just crashed out. They crashed out the rest of the season. DeMarco looked nothing like he looked against Barcelona. Bastoni looked like a ghost of himself. Everybody was getting past that defense. That defense was split open the entire game. It was a beating. It was a beating.
Oh,
yeah, man. Yeah. Bro, I mean, what can I say? Listen, guys. For those of you guys who are wondering, I know Kevin's audio is a little bit, funky, but he's gonna be. Yeah. It's echo.
Maybe I could take this off. Hold on.
Yeah, maybe that's the issue.
Might be the AirPods.
Yeah, maybe it might be the AirPods. Yeah, I mean, let's see.
There's an echo. Are you playing the audio somewhere? Are you playing the stream somewhere?
Are you playing the audio somewhere? I mean, listen, it's not as bad. Don't worry about it. And also, you're going to be moving very, very soon. So if you're going to move to like a computer later, you should be fine. So we'll just just manage for now. But yeah, I mean, listen, here's the thing, man. At the end of the day, we only have ourselves to blame to not reaching that final. We only have ourselves to blame, right? We had it in our hands. We were 90 seconds away from a Champions League final, and we messed it up. Just like as usual. Like, this is Barcelona's. This is, what did my guy Christian is saying here? This is football heritage. I can use that for Barcelona as well. I've always said it, man. If you look at Barcelona's record in the Champions League the past few years, right? Every time we've been knocked out, it's usually because we mess up somewhere. Where we're like, either we have a moment where we should win it, like you remember, like in 2019 when we bottled it against Liverpool. If Dembele scores that fourth goal, we wouldn't be in that position, right? If Araujo didn't get sent off last season, we might have beaten PSG and reached the semi-finals. Who knows? We might have even been in a final if we played Dortmund in the semi-final, right? We could have beaten them, right? This season, 90 seconds. Why are you that high? Why are you that high with 90 seconds to go?
Real talk.
That is on you. That is on you. I'm sorry. I mean, look, man. I'm just gonna keep it 100%, man. It really pissed me off how we played, but I've always said that Barcelona's biggest enemy in the Champions League is ourselves. We always are the ones that shoot ourselves in the foot. We never need anyone to do the mistakes for us. We will do our own mistakes. It's the same thing, man. And this is the thing. Something has to change. I'm gonna be very honest. Something has to change because we can't keep doing this, right? I don't know what's gonna happen next season, right? Maybe next season Hansi Flick maybe will learn his lessons, and next season in the Champions League will be much better. But watching that Champions League final, it really got to me. Just looking at it, I'm like, brother, we would have never lost that way.
No, because we can't. Omar, this is the thing. As much as rival fans will say they'll be like, oh well, Inter won, they beat you guys. You guys would have lost or more to PSG. No, it wouldn't, because we never had a game like that. Our worst defeat, numbers wise, I think was like 4-2 when Osasuna beat us early in the season. We would have at maximum lost by 2. We're not losing by 5. That's just not happening, right? So to see the way that Inter Milan folded, that I can't lie. Every PSG goal after their second one, I was just mad. I was angry at Barça. I was like, yo, we should have been here. We really should have. At least make the final. If we lost in the final and we were truly outclassed, the players fought, it's a bit different. But we threw it away. And you know what it is? It's not even the last 2 Inter goals that they scored on us, bro. Let's keep it a buck. That first leg, how do we let an Inter Milan team that sucks? They actually suck at scoring goals in the last 2 months. They scored 3 at our home. You know what I'm saying? I was speaking about this on the stream legit an hour ago, and I was on my – I said, how do we allow a team that struggled to score in the last 6 weeks of their season? They had so many shutouts. They couldn't score. And guess what? They scored 3 at our home.
They scored 7 goals in 2 games.
Yeah. But, bro, here's
the thing, bro. But see, here's the thing, man. If you know anything about Barcelona, especially this team, we always know that low blocks have been Hansi Flick's kryptonite this whole season. We knew playing that. This is why I said to many people, I said, listen, watching Barca, if we had been the ones playing PSG, it would have been a different story. Because PSG would have played the same way against us. They would have come out open, trying to attack us, go man for man. And listen, I'm not saying they wouldn't have beaten us, because I think they are a very, very scary team. There's a reason I told people I was very certain that they were going to win the Champions League final. I didn't expect them to win it the way they did, but I expected them to win. You understand what I mean, right? So I'm not saying that they couldn't beat us man for man, but I'm telling you now, they would have been struggling defensively. Because here's the thing, man. Inter Milan didn't offer anything going forward yesterday. They didn't offer nothing, bro. They had bro, there was a point in the game, they looked like they were going to get shut out the whole game. They would have been the first team in the Champions League history to go a whole game without having a shot at some point.
Bro, I thought they were going to – bro, Omar, there was a point where I thought it could really get ugly, like 6 or 7. I'm not even joking. Like, I truly thought – you know, I thought the 5-0 was kind to them, because do you remember when Barcola got subbed on? He missed 3 golden opportunities.
Barcola is a bum. That Barcola guy is a bum, by the way.
No, it's Barcola. Bro, I'm not going to say it, because, like, he's very good at getting chances, but he misses every single time. Like, if Barcola was clinical like Dembele and Doué and these other guys, bro, this really could have been ugly. It would have been like a 7-0. Like, I'm not even joking. It's crazy. You know, but credit to PSG. I will say this. PSG are the best team. The best team won the Champions League. I think ultimately Barca are the second best team in Europe. I do believe that. But I will say the best team, they won the Champions League. They deserved it. They didn't fumble. They were well balanced. They didn't make mistakes, right? They didn't make crucial mistakes. And whenever that they folded, guess what happened, PSG? Donnarumma, a goalkeeper, bailed them out against Aston Villa and Arsenal. So, again. Big-time players make big-time moments, and they deserve it. Luis Enrique has completely lost Mbappe, and he said, quotes, I will get better. This team defends better, and offensively, we are better without Mbappe. He's gone out and absolutely dunked proving a message to Mbappe and also the Paris Saint-Germain fans and hierarchy.
Listen, we'll get to that next, but I'll let you finish your point before we talk
Bro,
about that.
I'm just gonna say this: respect Luis Enrique. This guy right now, Omar, for me, he's an all-time manager now because 2 troubles can't be ignored. 1 trouble, fair enough. Maybe MSN, that's what they were saying. 2 troubles, he didn't have Messi for this one. You have to respect this guy, man.
No, 100%. 100%. Listen, I've said it before. People are trying. I said this on the what's the name, the Football Mania show. I remember saying, I was like, listen, put some respect on this brother's name. You know, people, right? They always underestimate my manager. This guy did a treble with Barcelona. Everyone's like, but he had MSN. Of course, he won the treble. Well, what are you guys saying now? He just won a treble after selling his best player in the summer. And you know what's funny, yeah? I said this to Mo at the start of the season when they were struggling. I said, I think that you guys are just, the problem with PSG right now is that they haven't found the formula because they've been relying on Mbappe for so long that now they have to find a new way, or basically the players have to play a new style to complement each other. But once they do that, they're going to absolutely cook. I remember saying this to people, right? And I remember, I was so certain of myself. And people were like, but Omar, look at the way they got players like Dembele in the attack. I'm like, brother, wait. Be patient. Look at our midfield. Vitinha, Jean Neves, Fabian Ruiz, look at him cooking.
Brother, right? Omar, don't get me started on Vitinha and Fabian. Them 2 specifically, Vitinha and Fabian. Absolutely. You know when they say midfielders and they should do midfield things, right? No straight at Jude Bellingham, but that is a midfielder. Vitinha and Fabian, the way that they orchestrate it, that's what I want out of my midfielders. The goals last say no, bro. I don't like when I'm saying your first touch is a slide tackle. Brother, listen, Vitinha, absolute quality to play in Doué for the first goal, Hakimi Slotson. That's top quality. And man, Barca, we got Pedro. We need 1 more of those. We need 1 more serious midfielder, like in the future. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, Fabian Ruiz was always a great player. Even at Napoli, I rated him.
Underrated, man.
He's a very good midfielder. But yeah, listen, man, let's get into it, man. Kylian Mbappe. Let's talk about this fraud. It is time. Football won. You see, yesterday, right? There was a reason I wanted PSG to win. It's not just because, I thought they were better. It's also because I just needed another reason to talk about Kylian. Kylian. You spent how many years? 7 years. 7 years at PSG. They built how many teams for you? They gave you Lionel Messi. They gave you Neymar. They gave you Icardi. They gave you all the players. You were the king, the prince of Paris. Yes. You were the guy. You were the face of the project. When you wanted Neymar gone, he was sold. When you wanted Messi gone, he was gone. Every player was gone because you were the superstar, right? But you were not committed, were you, brother? You weren't. See, you wanted to go to Real Madrid. You wanted to become a Los Blancos, a Galactico. That's what you wanted, yeah? When they won the Champions League, you waived the contract. You said, nah, fuck all of that. I'm going to Real Madrid because I don't see us ever winning the Champions League in PSG. So guess what? I'm going to leave, yeah? You're going to go to the Champions of Europe, yeah? That's what you wanted to do, yeah? Well, guess what, bro? Congratulations. You went to Real Madrid. Well, guess what, brother? You got battered in La Liga. Congratulations, you won 2 trophies. You won 2 trophies. You won the European Community. You won the European Community Shield. You won the Club World Cup. Guess what, brother? When it came to the real trophies, the real ones, you didn't come near anyone. You were battered by Barcelona in every single competition in Spain. You got battered by Arsenal in the Champions League. And then you had to sit home with your golden boot. You won the golden boot. Congratulations. After Lewandowski was injured for half of the end of the season. Okay. You, my friend, had to sit in your bed, sit in your couch in Madrid, and you had to watch PSG, the team that you just walked out on because you said, nah, they're not that good. They will never win the Champions. They're not gonna win the Champions League anytime soon. I need to go to a team that's gonna win the Champions League. Well, guess what, brother?
Yo, Omar.
PSG just won the Champions League.
And they
What
deserve
are you
it.
saying? What are you saying? Football won, bro. I wanted PSG to win just so that, bro. It was so beautiful, man. You know, Kylian Mbappe, bro, was absolutely seething, bro. Watching, he's like, brother, how is this team, after years of being there, gonna win the Champions League the moment I walk out of the door? I wonder why. Could it be that maybe you were the problem? Could it be that maybe you were one of the... I told people, man, get rid of the cancer. This is what I was telling Mo. I said, Mo, don't worry. You will find the formula, bro, because the cancer is gone. The cancer was Kylian. See, the reason why you guys never won the Champions League is because in order to win the Champions League, you need to have a squad of players, a team of players who are committed 100%. Every one of them is 100% committed. They all want to win for PSG. The problem is Kylian Mbappe was never committed. You guys kept him there because you had money to give. That's why.
Yeah,
this
Omar
guy was never interested. This guy, hold on. Let me land the plane. I'll let you have your say. But I just want to make this point. Kylian Mbappe was never committed. The brother only stayed because they kept on giving him ridiculous amounts of money. They had to talk to the president. The French president had to speak to him to convince him to stay. This brother's mind was at Real Madrid for so many seasons. And I was telling people, I was like, brother, I have never seen a club move so pathetic in my life. Why are you guys so insistent on trying to keep a player? You think that in the next few years, if Yamal starts acting like this, I'm going to be sitting there saying, oh, but Yamal, please stay at my club, please stay at my club. Excuse me, brother. I don't care how good Yamal is, bro. I will never get to a point where I'm begging Yamal to stay at my club. Okay? This is Barcelona. Are you dumb? Do you understand the club that you're playing for? You are not. You will never be bigger than this club. Never. I don't care how great you are. You understand what I mean? See, these people don't have enough pride. And now look at what's happened since you got to the Mbappe. All of a sudden, the structure of your entire team has gotten much better. Everybody is positive. Everybody wants to play for each other. Every one of them. You saw it, man. Look at the performance. Every player in that PSG team balled out throughout this Champions League. From the goalkeeper to the defense to the midfield to the attack. Everyone, the chemistry was perfect without Mbappe. Because none of them have to worry about, oh yeah, we have to make Mbappe look good. Mbappe has to be the main man. Mbappe has to be the shining light. Hold that. And yeah, you might win a Champions League in the future. Guess what? I don't care, bro. I'm going to smoke you now while you are trophyless.
They got a lot of pressure. They got a lot of pressure to win. It's not my bad. Let me rephrase it. And not Real Madrid. Real Madrid doesn't have a lot of pressure to win the UCL. They've won one. Mbappe specifically has a lot of pressure. If he doesn't win the next UCL, I'm telling you, bro. If Real Madrid don't win the UCL, once this brother walked through the door, you know how scary that looks for Mbappe's legacy. And on top of that, Real Madrid will be like, yo, we were winning in the Vinny era. Vinny was getting us UCLs.
And look at how bad they are this season, bro. They won a double last season, and they're trophyless in all.
Bro, Omar, I'm not joking when I said this. I said the hardest Real Madrid team to beat was the last season Real Madrid. The way they defended so compact with Rodrigo, Bellingham, Vinny, Tchouameni, Valverde. It was hard to beat Real Madrid. You know how easy it was to beat Real Madrid? 1-2 passes and we're in. You know why? They didn't look like a team. I'm just saying that. Let's see what Alonso can do. But I do want to say this. Kylian Mbappe. Omar, there's a saying. You can't run from the grind, right? They say that in the NBA. You can't run from the grind, right? Outside of, I don't know if you know KD, but outside of him, every other...
Oh, of course, I know. I watch basketball.
Yeah. Brother, outside of KD, every other super team that they form typically fails. Typically, they failed. They implode. And Kylian Mbappe, you know what's crazy? You know how bad of a look this is? The team that you left, I can't win it here. Messi's the problem. Neymar's the problem. Let me get the manager that I want. You know what I'm saying? Let me get Galtier, right? Let me make the transfers. Let me bring in my
boy. Yeah, don't forget. That's true. He managers also. He wanted managers gone, man.
Yes.
Gonti. He
Okay.
wanted Gontier
Now
and all these things.
Not only that, right? Forget about Gautier, right? They're saying that he has a say in transfers. Is this brother a sporting director? Like, imagine. No, actually, let's be real. Imagine Lamine Yamal was making transfers, right? And he wanted Nico, so we got no. You're a player. We're gonna bring what's best for the club. Mbappe had way too much power at that club, and you know what's crazy?
Yep.
He left. He left, and Luis Enrique came out in the struggling times when they were 16th, 20th in the UCL table. He said, we defend better and we play better without killing Mbappe. Basically, give me time, right? It's going to work out at the end. Guess what? Now you're seeing him get lifted up. You're seeing him shirtless. You're seeing this guy celebrate like there's no tomorrow. You know why? Because he's also not. Also, did you see the quotes about he's trying to motivate so hard Mbappe to run? But Kylian Mbappe,
Bro, you've seen the video. You've seen the videos.
have
You
you
guys
seen the
have all
quotes?
seen the
Have you seen the
all
quotes?
the people. We listen. We got 25 people in here. Big up to every single one. Smash the likes. Big up to every single one of you. But every one of you guys, how many of you guys have seen the video of Enrique literally sitting Mbappe down, trying to teach this brother? Man,
Bro, on top of that, Omar, dude, have you seen the quotes of, bro, he's trying to motivate this guy like he's a kid. He's like, you know why Michael Jordan? He said, you know why Michael Jordan is the best Mbappe? You know what he said? Because he not only does he amazing offense, he plays defense. He was trying to motivate Kylian Mbappe to press so hard last year. He didn't do it. He didn't want to. And then you're seeing Kvaratskhelia. I don't know if you watched the game, Omar, that moment where Kvaratskhelia is absolutely running down the wing, tracking back. They're up 3-0. Why are you tracking back? No, because he wants to win for the team. He'll sacrifice some goals. Who cares about Kylian Mbappe's goals in the UCL? That hat-trick versus Man City. Doesn't matter, bro. Listen, and Mbappe, the rest of the Real Madrid players, I'm not going to cook them. They won the UCL, right? These guys deserve respect. But Mbappe himself, he took the easy option, and he's not even getting rewarded for it.
he can hold that, man. He can hold that. I don't care, man. At the end of the day, brother, you would. I've always told people this guy was the problem. I'm being dead serious, man. This guy got away with so much, man. People didn't used to call this guy out enough. And it's wrong because I was actually on the football terrace, and even Staffy was even saying it. It was like, yo, football won. And it's true. It's about time people call this brother out, man. No, because here's the thing, man. This guy had way too much power. The kind of power that he had, I don't think I've ever seen that in football. Even Messi, who many people always said had power in Barcelona. Bro, even Messi wasn't this power hungry. Messi wasn't sitting there telling people which managers he wanted gone and which managers had to stay. He wasn't sitting there saying, I wanted this player sold. I wanted this. Bro, you never heard Messi complain about anyone. Remember when they tried to start a beef between Messi and Griezmann? I'm like, bro, these guys were dating so much.
Messi and PK, there's apparently beef. Like, come on, bro.
I mean, listen, I'm not saying these guys are friends, by the way. I am not saying that all these Barca players are friends. But here's the thing, bro. These are professionals. The problem is, we've seen from what happened in PSG when they had Mbappe and Neymar, the egos clashed because both of them wanted to be the superstar. And as a result, they went from being cool friends within like 2 years. They were bitter enemies and they both wanted each other gone.
Bro, I'll be real.
This is the player that Real Madrid have. This is why I'm telling you. I've said this to you. I'm like, brother, I think this is going to implode on you guys. Because eventually, what's going to happen is this. In Vinny's game this season, when Mbappe has joined, his game has gone down. It's gone down because everything goes through Mbappe now. Do you understand what I mean, right? And as a result, you're not bringing in Vinny in the game anymore. He is no longer performing. This guy went from a Ballon d'Or level last season.
You're right, Omar. You're absolutely right. Because Vinny's classicals, he used to be hit or miss, but the hits, Vinny used to sometimes cook us, bro. And Vinny's classical performances this year has been mid. You know why? They don't even go to Vinny a lot of times. A lot of times, they don't even go to Vinny. They're looking, where's Mbappe? Where's Mbappe? Even Vinny looks for Mbappe. But I will say this, right? At the end of the day, I want to credit PSG. They deserve it. They play very good team football. And that is a formula. That is a team that doesn't make mistakes, and they're good enough to punish you, bro. But Mbappe, it's just a bad look for him. I can't lie.
Yeah, he can hold that, man. He can hold that. But listen, the last thing I'm going to say about this point is I'm just going to show you all this. Give me a second. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to take a look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. A picture A picture is worth 1,000 words, ladies and gentlemen. You guys see this, right? If I was really shameless, you know what I could have done? I could have added Mourinho in this list because Mourinho was once at the club. And he's another guy who did a treble. I think, well, he actually did a treble once, not twice.
Yeah, but
Okay.
Mourinho, I heard, was an assistant coach for Barca. He wasn't obviously the main.
Wait, so wait a minute. Did Mourinho do the treble twice or once? Because I know he won the champion. I think because he won the Champions League. I don't know
Porto and Inter. He did a 3
yeah,
times.
he did at Porto, didn't he? He won the treble at Porto, didn't he? So
let me check real quick.
Mourinho, it doesn't matter, bro. Yeah, check if he won 2 trebles. I mean, listen, regardless, I just want to focus on these 2 men. Okay?
Yes, he won the treble. Mourinho won the treble with Porto.
There you go. So we have 3 people who there was a time we had all 3 men in Barcelona under Robson. We had all 3 men.
Yeah, that's wild.
And look at this. And now look at this. 2 of our legends. 2 players that played for the club. 2 players that managed for the club. 2 players that did a treble for the club. Guess what, bro? They've proven that they're not frauds. They went outside of Barcelona and won the treble again.
Yeah. And they deserve it. Let me tell you why. Pep Guardiola, what was the thing that they said at Bayern in the first 6 years at Man City, right? What were they saying? He can't win without Messi. He needs his boy Messi to win, right? He won the Champions League, right? Listen, what did they say about Luis Enrique, MSN tax? He needed Messi, Neymar, and Suarez. He can't do it again. Not only has he remember that Euros, they didn't win, but they got to the semis. Nobody had Spain with a puncher's chance to even go to the semis. That mid-Spain team, he transformed it. They lost to a champion Italy team in the semis. He's won the treble with PSG, playing beautiful football. And you know why I kind of like Enrique's winning his UCL without Barca more than Pep's? Is that I wasn't there for the Pep times, but I was there for the full Enrique times, the full thing. For when Enrique walked through the door. And I'm going to be real, Omar. He's given me not just my best moment as a Barca fan, but on top of that, the football that we played under Enrique was liquid, beautiful, the best football I've ever seen, including Hansi Flick's football. I love Hansi Flick. Enrique, from 2015, 2016, 2017, the football was unbelievable, bro. So big up Enrique all the time, man. He deserves it.
Bro, Enrique won. Here's the thing. You just mentioned it. This is a perfect analogy. People used to say that Pep couldn't do the Champions League without Messi. People said the same thing about Enrique. He had MSN. Yes. People were like, Omar. But Enrique had MSN. That was the best front 3 ever. That was this and this and this. What is everyone saying now? The guy just won the Champions League without their supposed best player. Right? He's turned Dembele, who was looking like a bum at Barcelona for so many seasons, he's turned this guy into a Ballon d'Or winning player. I'm gonna be real. I think he is gonna win the Ballon d'Or. People are gonna Yamal. I'm sorry, he's winning the Ballon d'Or. Put it in bed. Put it in bed. I'm sorry, he's gonna win it, bro. This guy has been cooking throughout the season, especially in the knockout phase, just like Yamal.
You know what it is, Omar?
And he won the Champions League. He won a treble as well. He won a real treble. So, and he was the best player in France, and he was the best player in Europe. You understand what I mean? So, at the end of the day, for me, I think he's going to win the Ballon d'Or. And look, I'm not going to sit here. Listen, I may not like the guy, but I'll give credit where credit is due. He does deserve the Ballon d'Or. You understand what I mean, right? He's played well enough, right? And credit to Enrique. Enrique unlocked him. I mean, I know he was playing well around his last seasons at Barcelona under Xavi.
He was good under Xavi.
Yes. So yeah, at the end of the day, I'm just like, listen. At the end of the day, Barcelona.
What I will say about the Ballon d'Or though, like, listen, I understand people are saying, oh, it's gone from Messi to Dembele winning again. Like football is finished. The thing is, this era that we don't have Messi's, we don't have Cristianos, we don't have guys like even Eden Hazard, who'd probably be the best player in the world. Let's be real, right? So we don't have these superstars. Let's be real. We have very good players like a Yamal. Dembele is probably a top 5 player regardless, right? Like, I'm not gonna lie, Dembele deserves it, bro. Like, he actually deserves it. And Barca fans, I understand we love Yamal. We were pushing for it, but like, Yamal still has 3 more opportunities to be the youngest ever Ballon d'Or winner. So it's not the end of the world, bro. The one guy who might be disappointed is Rafinha, because is he going to have this monster season? But once again, Dembele, he deserves it. Like, listen, what can I say?
Yeah, man. It is what it is. I
Nah,
mean,
like, listen, it is what it is, bro.
but, but yeah, big up to every single one of you guys who are here, man. Big up to every single one of you. Let's listen, man. Listen, let's actually get into it because I do want to talk about before I'm gonna end with this, but I actually want to start with something. Right? Let me actually read some of these chats because you guys have actually been saying a lot in the chat. Big up to everyone in the chat.
Big up,
Seth says, let's be honest, just Mbappe is just a GA motion, very average technically, but he does have a great mentality.
yes, I agree. Bro, I've been
Yeah,
saying that, Omar. I've been saying, listen, I understand the World Cup final, absolute great mentality. I think he's a good finisher and he has a great mentality. I think, bro, when I've watched Mbappe, the touch kind of shaky, bro. The dribbling, if it's not like wide pitch area, bro, he's not gifted like that. I think I said it. I think Vinicius Jr. has more tools than Mbappe to succeed.
of course. Bro, they got
But
yeah, 100%. I
I've
said this
seen it
about
with my own two
I
eyes.
remember I
Bro,
remember
I've
Ran say,
seen
I remember Ran
it.
saying this. I remember Ran even saying this before. He said he believes that
Yeah.
Mbappe by the time he's 30 he's gonna be finished because if his
Oh no,
pace
no, no.
if he loses his pace he's finished.
He's done by
And
31, I think,
I'm gonna
maybe.
be very honest, guys. If you look at Mbappe's a whole game, that's really it. He's just pace and run past the defender, score.
Yeah, no,
Like
listen.
yeah. But yeah, Bassam, big up to Bassam. He says, Mpepa kick and run player. Hey, listen, man, with 10 pence. Yeah, thank you. That's another thing we need to. He says, I love when glory hunting backfires.
Yeah, and bro, listen. Once again, this is not at the Madrid fans, but this is more. This is legit on Mbappe. Respect Madrid because they won the UCL recently, but Mbappe, you can't run from the grind. You thought that it was gonna be sweet. You know, Real Madrid fans will tell you this right now. You know how hard they had to suffer to win that UCL. You know
Mhm.
the what's it called, the game versus Manchester City, the tie. They played 10 defenders. Is Mbappe? Is he gonna make a lunging block like Rudiger and Chumani would? No, he wouldn't. He would just stand there, hands on his hips, just chilling. You know what I'm saying, bro? You need
Bro,
you need
look
a
at the game.
squad,
Look at the game against Arsenal. Every time
bro.
Arsenal scored, this guy was just in the attack, just standing there watching.
Yeah, bro. Listen, I'll be real. Mbappe, I don't know, bro. I feel like maybe he got too much success too early with the World Cup because sometimes it happens in football. Like I can't lie. Sometimes when you win so much early, you don't really have the
Mhm.
motivation like to change your game to adapt, right? But listen, it is what it is with Kylian, bro.
Yeah, he can hold that. You can hold that. But yeah, man, listen, let's actually move on, guys. We go to every single. Let's do more. It says um Mbappe should have been out for 4 games. Doping goals, golden boots, and flu gate. Exactly, man. Lewandowski was out, man. He was lucky that we had Lewandowski out in those times. But yeah, big up to Chris because says Mbappe never runs the team. He just bags his goals and makes headlines. He
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
win titles without commitment. Bro, look at I'm gonna be real, man. Eventually I feel like conversation is gonna start if Real Madrid don't start improving soon. Because you know
No,
what it
no,
is?
real
When
talk. Bro, Omar, real talk, bro. Like, I'll be real. Outside of the World Cup victory he had, because, okay,
that
yes,
is
he
what
did.
I was about to get to. If you think about like that World Cup, look at the team that he had. Bro, that team was gonna win even without Kylian. I'm sorry, that team would have won
Very,
that
very
World
much.
Cup without
They
Kylian Mbappe.
smashed Croatia in the final. Absolute beatdown, 4-1. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be
Bro,
real,
they had
4-2.
think about the team they had. Loris, they had Loris in goal. They had Varane,
Prime Pogba.
Umtiti, prime Varane, Umtiti.
Blaise
They had
Matuidi.
Griezmann in his prime,
N'Golo
Matuidi in his
Kante.
prime. Kante, they had Kante, Pogba, and Matuidi, bro.
You know what that is? That's
He had
dogs
Griezmann.
and
He
technique.
had he had Giroud. They had Dembele. Come on,
Off
man.
the
They
bench.
give me a break, man. This guy had a great team, right? And that team carried him. This guy had like 2 games where he cooked. That was the game against Argentina and the game against Belgium in the semifinals. Every other game, this guy was ghost. Let's be real. The other players performed better. Guys like Pogba. Pogba had a great World Cup.
Oh, he was their best
In that
player.
one.
Pogba was the best player in the World Cup, bro, in my opinion. I mean,
That
who
is,
won the war? It was Modric. It's fair enough. Modric balled out. But, like, Pogba for
bro,
France
Pogba was the
was
best
the
player,
best.
bro.
Pogba
Pogba
was
was
the
the
best
best.
player. He was amazing. I
Pogba,
can't lie.
Pogba, even Griezmann cooked in that World Cup as well, right? I think a
Yeah,
lot of
yeah,
them
yeah.
cooked. I'm gonna be very honest.
It's a
Look
team.
at
It was a team.
and if you think about it, look at since. Since then, Kylian Mbappe has been the best player in France. What have France been doing? Yeah, people are going to say, well, they went to a World Cup final. And listen, credit to him. He cooked in that World Cup final. He really, that was like one of the moments I will give it to him. I will never take that
Oh
away
yeah,
from
no,
him,
he
even
was
as a
cooking.
Barca fan. That World Cup, right? They had a slow start. He played well. But look at them in the Euros, how bad they were. Dude, these guys didn't even score an open goal all the way to the semifinals.
Now
The
they've
first
regressed.
open goal they scored in the entire tournament was in the semifinals against Spain. Every other goal they
Colomoni.
scored was either
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
the only goals that they scored were either a penalty or two own goals. That was literally it.
Yeah, bro. Listen, like in the chat, bro. Stop making sense. Legit says, bro. That game versus Switzerland, bro. That was the game, man. Like, bro, Mbappe sold, bro.
That
Pogba was putting on a
dude,
play. Listen,
Benzema was on the pitch cooking. He benched Benzema, and then they conceded two goals.
I'm not gonna lie. Listen, I'm gonna keep it a buck, right? If I'm gonna be real, in the next 2 years, if Mbappe doesn't win a UCL, I'll be real, it's mad spooky. Because let's keep it a buck. Outside of the two World Cups, which I'm not gonna downplay, the World Cup is the highest level of football. Let's be real.
Of
Let's not
course,
get it twisted. It is. But outside of the international career, especially the World Cups, Mbappe, what has he really done? Because are we like? Let's be real. Most football fans, they
bro.
don't
This is
really.
the first time the spotlight is on him. See, this is the problem in League 1, and I'm not someone that ever disrespects a league, but League 1 is run by PSG.
Yeah, PSG
I'm
run that.
not don't bro dominating with PSG doesn't impress me. Go do the same thing that you're doing in League 1 in the Champions League. Then you can impress me.
And no, but Omar,
Right?
this is what they'll say. This is
And
what
then
they'll say. They'll say,
see
look
this
at
is
his
my
UCL record. They'll say, but who cares? You in the big games, Mbappe has not stepped up for PSG. The final versus Bayern didn't step up, brother. The game versus Arsenal, right? But the other games versus PSG,
bro,
bro.
even last season when they knocked us out, this guy scored
Yeah,
two
he was
goals. He was
mid. He was mid.
Dembele was the one who stepped up in that game against us. This guy didn't step up. He scored two
Yeah.
goals, two fugazi goals, and then everyone
No,
was
you're
like,
right. You're right. Dembele was cooking Cancelo. Dembele was cooking Cancelo, bro. Mbappe wasn't really the guy. But I like, hey, bro, I'll be real. Mbappe's had big moments. I'm talking about in the UCL. But when it comes to the game, do or die, he hasn't done it, bro. Listen, let's be real.
yeah. Big up to Shane Maker says Laporta said he would ruin Real Madrid. People laughed and it aged like perfection. Listen, man, shout out to my president, man. That is a real don right there, man. That Don
Laporte
Laporta. Yeah, listen, Laporta, man, put some respect in my president's name, man. Some presidents, man, they have all of the luck, man. My president took over a broke club and
that's
won a
my guy.
domestic treble. That's my president. But yeah, man, listen, we're gonna be moving on. So I do actually want to read some of your chats, man. I don't want to just be scrolling. This Mbappe is gonna be the same. It's gonna do the same what he did with Neymar next season. His ego is stupid. Yeah, you know what, right? Because you see, Rodrigo is being linked out of the club. If they get rid of Rodrigo, what happens? Because this is the thing. Even Will has been kind of alluding to this recently, on his channel, talking about Vinny's contract, and he's saying that he's worried that maybe Vinny eventually might be like this, bro. If they get rid of Vinny, they are cooked. I'm telling you now. Even though he was terrible, Vinny has shown that he can carry this team. Mbappe hasn't shown you anything, bro. I don't know why everyone is just sitting here acting like this, bro. Yes, this guy gets goals in GA, but that's a difference, bro. Sometimes I don't care how much GA you get all season. Get me the GA in the crucial moments in the season.
In the
You see
final.
the reason why? You see the reason why I'm telling people that Dembele should win the Ballon d'Or is because Ousmane Dembele scored in the crucial game against Liverpool in the second leg when they were 1-0 down on aggregate. He scored goals against Aston Villa. He scored the crucial first leg goal against Arsenal. And yesterday, he absolutely cooked in the final. This is why, this is what wins you the Ballon d'Or. It's when it matters, your goals, I don't care, you score 30, 40, 50 goals. Score them when I need the goals.
I always say that. Omar, I always say it. It's not how many you score, it's when you score. Listen, I always say that for players at Barcelona. I say, well, yeah, years past, we've had guys who scored. Yeah, cool. This year, to be fair, this year, Rafinha has scored in big games. But I would have loved the hat trick versus Inter. Something crazy, right? to save the big goals for the moment. You know what I'm saying? Listen, Mbappe scored 40, but it doesn't really feel like it. Like, are we really rating a brace versus like Celta and all that? Like, yes, it's great, but
Yeah,
I'd rather have
guess
that
what? Guess what?
performance versus Arsenal. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, you scored against Barcelona this season. Guess what? Did one of those goals count as a win? No, it didn't.
Yeah, to be
No, it
fair.
didn't. I think he scored a hat trick in 4-2, right? Didn't he score? He scored a hat trick and lost. This is the
That's
second time you
hilarious.
scored a hat trick. This is the second time you scored a hat trick and your team has lost. Brother,
World
let me
Cup
tell you
final
something. Yeah?
vibes.
See, this is the issue, man. You just mentioned something, and I swear, guys, we're gonna move on. I know we spend a lot of time in this section, but if you said it yourself, the difference is this: guys like Dembele, they score goals, but also when it's time to defend, they are in the back line defending as well. Mbappe
Yes.
is just standing in the middle. They're waiting for them to defend and give him the ball.
And you know what's crazy, Omar? The commentator said Hakimi was so up to the field and Inter won it. Like Hakimi was like near the penalty box. And the commentator said, yeah, you guys basically you guys can't see it on screen, but Ousmane Dembele is playing right back right now because Hakimi's up the field. Is Mbappe doing that? I'm gonna keep it up. Is Mbappe doing that? Like, let's be real, right?
Mbappe
That's
at right
called
back.
sacrifice. That's called sacrifice. That's why if Dembele wins, he deserves it. Let's be real. Like, are we gonna really hate it? And plus, Omar, did you see the comments after the game on Dembele? Basically, he said Barca was my dream club. Basically, it didn't work out, but like, I respect them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the man.
No,
Who I
listen,
want.
look,
Bro,
man,
you have to
look,
respect
man.
like the Barca fans. You don't want Dembele to win. After those words, who cares?
Listen,
He
I
deserves
don't listen,
it.
man. Listen, I obviously don't have a lot of love for the guy, but
Me too. Me
I'm gonna be
too.
honest. My thing with Dembele is he just frustrated me around
Fam.
the tail end of his time at the club because I actually rate Dembele, and this is why I actually had an issue with him. Is because I actually rated him so highly, and I believed that he had the talent. That what he's doing right now at PSG doesn't shock me because this is how good I think he would have been. And the really pisses me off because I'm like, brother, we gave you so much time to see this version of you. This is the version of you we've been wanting to see for so long, but you never showed us
Bro,
this version.
Omar, don't even get me started, bro. Like, listen, Dembele, people used to say, yo, quit on Dembele. I mean, like, no, give him one more year. He was the one player that I was like, give him one more year. Injury-free Dembele, he will cook. But listen, sometimes in life, Barca fans, y'all shouldn't even be mad. Sometimes in life, you just have to move and it works out. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing with other players coming to Barca, right? Aubameyang was, right? They were saying that he's a problem for Arsenal. Came to Barca, flourished. It happens in football. It's just normal, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it is what it is, man. At the end of the day,
It happens.
I'm just looking at it and I'm like, all right, listen, whatever, man, whatever. Listen, he does his thing. Listen, Barcelona, we're not in a bad place right now. You know, at the end of the day, we're moving forward, we're playing well, right? And listen, we will have our time. Don't worry, man. Right? We will definitely have our time very, very soon. Yeah, there's a lot of you guys in the chat. Big up to every single one of you guys. Sorry, guys, there's a lot of chats here to read, man. But yeah, man. Big up to Alessandro here. It says Enrique had to discipline Dembele and change them. See, this is what happens. Dembele wanted to learn. See, this is the difference between Dembele and Kylian. Dembele, when Enrique spoke to Usman Dembele listened. That's why Dembele is cooking.
Yeah,
You
facts.
understand what I mean? This is why he's cooking. It says Barcelona invested in that guy. Dream club shut the front door. Shane Mecca is hating. He doesn't care. It says luckily we got 50 million for him. That's not too bad. I mean, yeah, maybe like we got half of the money we paid for him. We're never going to be able to recuperate the money that we got for him. But yeah, Dembele definitely deserves it. And yeah, he's going to win the Ballon d'Or, and good for him. Mike B says Aubameyang leaving PSG, Aubameyang leaving AFC, that's Arsenal Football Club, pissed me off because we didn't replace him. But I'm glad he won trophies at Barcelona. Listen, man, this is why another reason why I don't rate your manager. Another reason why I don't rate your manager. Your manager is a fraud. You guys have been linked to Cesco, bro. Fucking Cesco. No, honestly, Arsenal Football Club, bro. I finished. I'm sorry, man. I hate to disappoint you, and I'm not gonna make this an Arsenal because this is a Barcelona show. But this is the levels, man. This guy got rid of a 30-goal a season striker, brought him to us. This guy comes in, helps us basically secure Champions League football in 6 months. We got money out of him, by the way. You gave up to us for free within 6 months. We got money for him.
And you know what Xavi said? You know what Xavi said about Aubameyang? He said he called Aubameyang, quote, he's like a gift from the heavens. That's what he said. And Arsenal let him walk. Like, I can't believe it. I wish he stayed longer at Barca. I thought he could have cooked, like, under
Bro, I'm
Travis.
not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I wish we kept him. I wish we
Yeah,
kept him
bro.
100%. It's probably because Dembele was under the right manager. Exactly. I'm gonna be very honest. A part of me is very curious to know how good Dembele would have probably been on the flick. Because I think that even
Oh,
on the flick he would have been the same. I think on the flick he would have been just as good as he is now. Because Flick brings the best out of his attackers, especially his wingers, man. This I'm
yeah.
not happy with our business window. We better be getting. Yeah, we're gonna talk about Garcia. We're gonna talk about this. You know what? Let's actually move on because we spend way too much
Yeah,
time
yeah.
on
We
this.
can
Let's
talk about
let's move
this.
on, man. Yeah, yeah, Magby. I know you support us because you're always here, man. I know. All right, well, listen. Let's actually talk about it, man. Before we actually let's talk about it, man. Instantly, segue into man like Joan Garcia. Right now, I'm sure you've talked about it on your channel. Make sure you guys go
Yeah,
subscribe to Barca React.
yeah.
But as you guys can see, it says an agreement between Barcelona and Joan Garcia long-term deal is advanced now and almost done. Negotiations are underway with the Spanish goalkeeper, with the club confident to get the green light in the upcoming days. Barca want to complete the agreement as soon as possible and also anticipate a possible intervention from the Premier League clubs because we know he's linked outside the club. Now, before I let you have your say, let me just quickly have my
Go
say,
ahead,
okay?
bro.
Now, I am all for this move. Now, I didn't think Barcelona were going to go in for a goalkeeper this season. I'm going to be very real. I didn't think that Barcelona were going to go in for a goalkeeper this season. I thought, listen, there's so many other positions we need to work on. We're probably going to go for a winger. We're going to go for some other areas. We're not going to go in for a goalkeeper. You feel me, yeah?
Yeah, I hear you,
But
bro.
I'm not going to lie. But I'm not going to lie. I am actually very happy. I cannot tell you how happy I am that we are actually looking at a keeper. Because to be told, man, Ter Stegen, he's finished. He's finished.
Who?
Chesney, yes, you cooked, and I'm happy that you're staying. Right, you're gonna be definitely reliable. I'm happy to see that you're staying. Right, um, but you're not gonna be for long. Like, let's be real. You came out of retirement, so clearly you're gonna go back to retirement when everything is good. You understand what I mean, right?
Yeah, yeah,
We
facts.
need to bring this guy in ASAP. And let me tell you something, bro. I don't believe a word of what many of these people are saying about, oh, he's gonna go out on loan. Listen. They're taking brother. Let me tell you something, man. Your time is over. Your time is up.
Brother, yo, Omar,
But
Omar, Omar.
yeah,
Talk about
yeah,
loan for him. You know what? Chesney came out before, like legit 3 weeks ago, something like that. He said Jan Garcia was asked by Jan Garcia. Chesney, a guy who's employed by us, says Jan Garcia is the best goalkeeper in the league. And we're talking about loan. Deco, listen to Chesney's words, bro. Like I think that was foolishness. I don't even believe that. I don't even think Deco is that stupid. If Deco is that dumb, legitimately Deco out. Like it's too dumb to even believe. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk. But
nah, man.
Omar, I do want to
Mm.
say this. Jan Garcia, if he comes to Barca, I've already said it on my streams many times. If Jan Garcia comes to Barcelona, that's a huge step forward for the Champions League. What do we not have? What
Yes.
did PSG have? That when everything went south, PSG had Donnarumma this year. Yes, Donnarumma has problems. People say Bozo Gene. Guess what? This year, no. Donnarumma's best year ever since AC Milan. And against Arsenal and Aston Villa, he saved them. What did Sommer do against Barca? He saved
Yep.
Inter Milan. Right? We need a goalkeeper that can save us. Courtois saves Real Madrid. Allison
Mhm.
saves Liverpool. These teams don't always have to play well to win. You want to know why? A part of that is that they have a goalkeeper. Barca did not have that. Now we potentially might have that. That's the truth.
Yeah, listen, for real. Rio, what do you? This says, doesn't that make Garcia a snake for Espanyol fans when he comes to Barca? Of course. But let me tell you
Yes,
something, brother.
it would
If
be.
you know anything about me, I am an instigator. I do not care, bro. I want to go to the I want to go to the RCD stadium and hear those fans absolutely cook cook this guy. Listen. Let me tell you something. Yeah, football is a business, and Espanol fans, they can act however they want to act. The fact of the matter is this, brother. Football is a business. And Barcelona is a bigger club than Espanyol. Bro, we've won the league in
Oh,
your
that's
stadium two
crazy.
times in a row, bro. We've won the Champions League And we won the league twice in your home stadium. You are little boys. Listen, let me tell you something. You know what this is? This is like me. This is like your little brother in the house, man. Like little brother, man. Like it's like going to your little brother's room. He's got a brand new PlayStation. You walk in, take the PlayStation, man. Listen, man. I'm the big brother. All right, you ain't getting the PS5. Are you dumb? Like it's like me having the PS3 and you having the PS5. What? Nah, man. Hand over that PS5 right now.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
feel me?
Yeah,
Like this is what we're doing, bro.
you know what
Let me
Barcelona
tell
are
you
doing
something.
basically. Omar, we're basically, I'm not gonna I'm here for it because this is what big clubs do. We're moving like bullies right now. Listen, we're going to the kid, we're taking their lunch money. And you wanna know what? We're Barcelona at the end of the day. Omar, me and you are pretty humble, but sometimes we gotta say we're Barca with all due respect. Give me that lunch money, bro. Give us our Joan Garcia. We're trying to win the Champions League. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta do. Listen, game is game. We gotta do what we gotta do, bro. And this transfer, bro. I think that in the Champions League, listen. The one thing is basically Joan Garcia, the pressure of playing for Barca. That's always with any player. But eventually, I think he's gonna settle in after like a month or so. Once he learns the system, I think he's gonna cook. I think we might even win La Liga more convincingly with this guy, bro. Like bro,
Bro,
Omar,
let me tell you something.
I love this
Mm.
signing. Like I've been saying, goalkeeper is my top priority, and the club is acting like that. So I love it, bro.
Hey, listen, Deco is actually doing something I'm actually agreeing with, rather than all these other stupid moves that I've been hearing recently, right? Let's get this deal done. 25 million release clause, bro. Trigger
Ah,
it. Trigger it, bro. Do you understand what I mean? Like, I don't wanna hear any explanations. I don't wanna hear anything. Okay? If we've already agreed personal terms, all we have to do now is to trigger the buyout clause. And listen, I've said it before. For me, I think Joan Garcia has been the best goalkeeper in the league. I know people are going to say, but Omar, these guys were challenging for relegation all season and all of this stuff. It doesn't matter.
yeah, facts.
They survived relegation because of him. Did you see the way the fans reacted after they survived relegation? They picked him up, bro. Right? They were hoisting him in the air, bro. You feel me?
Yeah, bro.
That is how good he's been. Mhm.
Bro, because he's been the reason why. Anybody who's what, bro, I watched them 4 times, Espanyol. Twice against Barca, once against Atleti, once against Real Madrid. He was very good in 3 of the 4 games, bro. Like, this guy is a good goalkeeper. And, that's the best players, Omar, when you don't have to watch them 100 times to get a good game. You know what I'm saying? Like, guys like Liao, too inconsistent. I'm watching you 10 times, you played good twice. Young Garcia, the 4 times I watched him, he's played absolute stellar 3 out of 4. So this guy, I can't wait for him to, hopefully be on our team, bro. And this guy, man, listen, I think he's agreed the terms. I'm not gonna lie, because hear me out. I think he just wants to be professional. I think Barcelona, they don't want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's not. Have you seen his quotes, basically, by the way? Like, his quotes about Espanyol. Basically, he's gonna be humble. He's gonna say, Espanyol, I love you guys, but then bam, he's gonna leave like that, bro. It's gonna be crazy, man.
Now, listen, man, the guy has an opportunity. People will say, oh, but he's being linked to the Premier League. Which club is going to buy him? Maybe Chelsea?
No, it
Because
was
Chelsea
only
need a keeper.
Newcastle.
I hear.
It was
Yeah,
Newcastle or
Newcastle have Nick Pope. Nick Pope is cooking over there. Like, what are they on about? The guy is doing well, right?
Yeah.
So let me get this straight. You think this guy is going to swap, joining Barcelona? I don't care if he's an Espanyol fan. This guy is an Espanyol fan. He knows how big Barcelona is. You have
Bro,
an
he's from
opportunity
the
to join.
city. Bro, Espanyol's in Barcelona. He knows this. Bro. You know what I'm saying? And bro, Omar, how we not mention this? Jan Garcia, if you come to Barcelona, the chances of you starting for Spain is high. Because I think he's better than Unai Simon. And he'll get the starting spot soon. If you go
And
to
this is and
Newcastle,
that's the point I was gonna get to. Because at
yeah.
the end of the day, this is why I think the move to Barcelona makes all the sense. Because you will be Barca's number one, you'll be in the Champions League. If you
Yeah.
cook in the Champions League and you help us, because that's really, you've just mentioned it, to win the Champions League, you have to have a good keeper. If we have a good keeper in Joan Garcia and he's saving us in big moments, brother, De La Fuente will have to consider his options. Especially if this guy is moving the way Unai Simon has been moving this season. Like,
He's
I'm
been
sorry,
injured.
man.
He's been injured a lot, yeah.
Exactly. So imagine in this injury time, right? You bring in Joan Garcia and you play him in the qualifiers, and he starts cooking. Yeah, guess what? When 2026 World Cup comes around, brother, De La Fuente is gonna be looking like,
bro. And
hey, listen, man.
he's a top player, bro. Like, listen, the only concerns is gonna be his sweeping. That's it. Like, he just needs to get the sweeping on lock, and then outside of that, bro, I think he'll be fine, bro. Chesney was doing okay, and Chesney's an old man. You know what I'm saying? Off the beach, retirement, and he did a solid job. Like, I think Garcia could do it very well, bro. Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Listen, that comment's crazy. Ter Stegen, I want him out.
I didn't see it. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. What did he say?
Oh
What
my
did he
God,
say?
bro. Basically, he said that.
Let me check.
Okay. Let me just
Go,
paraphrase.
keep,
All right.
yeah,
So
paraphrase.
basically said that there's only two goalkeepers at the club, right? For next year, it's me and Inaki Pena, right? If another goalkeeper is gonna come in, they're gonna have to deal with it, something like that. And on top of that, he just said that like the rumors, blah blah blah. I'm gonna be staying at Barcelona. That's what he basically said. But you know
Well,
what?
that's fine.
No, you know what I hate?
Well, that's fine.
How do you say the last sentence of the first thing? He said, "Oh, if there's a new goalkeeper that comes in, you're gonna have to deal with it." I'm like, brother,
No. See, this is the thing, brother. You gotta understand. First of all, Iñaki Pena is out of the door. Iñaki Pena is out of the door. Do you understand what I mean? Ter Stegen himself understands that he's under pressure. We'll talk about Ter Stegen last. The reason I was spoken, we're gonna finish with him. But even his future at the club is not guaranteed.
Yeah, but
Joan Garcia.
Let me tell you what.
Joan Garcia is the future. He is the here. He's the now and the future. The thing with Ter Stegen is he can say whatever he wants. I get what he's trying to say. He's gonna say, listen, at the end of the day, for now, this is the goalkeepers that are here. No, I don't disagree. You're right. This is the goalkeepers that we have right now. Guess what? Anything can change. The deal could be finished, could be completed by next week. Then guess what? Now all of a sudden we have 4 goalkeepers in the team. 4. And here's the thing: we're not, bro. I'm telling you, man. This Chesney guy, this Ter Stegen guy. Listen, he can forget.
No, it is. I said Ter Stegen must leave the club because I was talking to bro. I was like, he doesn't, bro. His ego is too high to be a backup. Like Chesney's spoken about being a backup. You know what I'm saying? Like Chesney has some humility, bro. He was legitimately tired.
No, why? Because
he has an ego. He can't be a backup. He cannot. Omar, he can't. Like, so you know, the guys when they start for so long, you know how hard it is for a backup goalkeeper to
especially if you're the captain.
Yeah, especially for your captain. I think he has to leave. Like all signs point to it. And bro, apparently Hansi Flick asked for the goalkeeper signing, so you got to credit Flick for that. I can't lie. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, listen, he gave Hansi Flick gave him an opportunity, and this guy fumbled. I'm sorry, but it is what it is. Come to FCBD money says Tech is still mid, but he's just better than the two we have.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, of course. Big up to Layman, a PSG fan. This guy, I've seen him a few times here. Big up to you, man. Big up to you, bro. Every single time, bro. Yeah, man. Big up to you, man. Hey, listen, by the way, yeah, exactly, man. Layman, congratulations, bro. Fully deserved. It's about time that you guys were in the room, okay, bro? Because for a long time, you were not in the room. But now, guess what, bro? You're in the room with the big boys now. Now you can actually talk to people. You can hold your UCL and talk to other big clubs now, right? They try to say, oh, PSG. You say, listen, it's my Champions League. I can talk to you. You feel me, right? I can talk to you now. What are you guys saying to me?
I'm not trying to be shameless, but Omar, hey, you want to get your first UCL? Get a Barca manager. Look at Pep. I'm saying, look at Luis Enrique. But credit PSG, bro. You guys did it the right way.
We don't just create great players. We create great managers. Put some respect on La Masia. Or put some respect on Barcelona. Yeah, but big up to Richard B says, plus Deco out. Listen, I've already said it. Deco is on thin ice with me. He better make sure he has a good transfer window this summer. I gave you a pass last season. You ain't getting that this season. Okay? Get me the keeper. Get me Joan Garcia. I want Joan Garcia to sign. If he agrees, then you get the deal complete by next week. I want to make sure by the Club World Cup, Barcelona already have a new keeper in the team. Right? Get me a good winger. This whole Rashford talk, the only way I'm even entertaining Rashford at Barcelona, Rashford, is a loan deal. Anything above a loan deal, no thanks. You understand what I mean, right? Luis Diaz, I have nothing against the move, but I am not buying him for 85 million. Forget it. There's other wingers out there for cheaper that we can get.
No,
you understand what I mean, right?
You see, like the messages of Diaz, basically, like apparently.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that yesterday because I was on I was in Corpus channel yesterday, right? And I was talking to Carl. and he showed me like I mean, I'm not gonna lie, people saying it's scripted. I don't think so, man. I just think that he's just saying it's been a great season. I'm
No, no,
happy.
no. I think no. Today, his wife has posted out. His wife has posted out legit like an hour ago, Omar, and he was like, basically the wife is saying like, Liverpool, you guys treated us so well. Like it seems like they're gonna leave. Like if Diaz leaves, it's either Saudi Arabia or
Or
Barcelona
Barcelona.
paying the money. So it's
Yeah.
one of the two options, right? And I
Yo,
truly
yo.
believe he's going to
Mhm.
Saudi because we know Barca. Our club does not move this quick with these type of transfers. So I just
Mm.
think that he probably accepted the Saudi thing. That's just my gut feeling, you know.
I mean, listen, if he accepts it, then it is what it is. I'm never gonna bend over backwards for a player. You feel me,
He's a
right?
good
So
player though, very
he's a
good.
good player, but it's
Just the
because
yeah,
it's just Ter Stegen's form was bad, was so bad that the retired tech was exactly, man. If you got a goalkeeper retiring and smoking on the pitch, walking into the team and having world class games in the Champions League, brother, that's how you know you're finished. I'm sorry, That's how you know you're finished, bro.
yeah. That's wild. I
You had
can't.
this brother retired for 4 months, came back, was smoking on training during training sessions, and still saving opportunities. And you're gonna sit here and talk to me? What are you on about?
Bro, you see, after the last El Clasico, Chesney was smoking on the pitch. I was like, yo, this guy, Chesney, on top of being a backup next year, he's just enjoying his life. He's genuinely, Omar, he got his dream job. Relax, chill. Yo, call me
Yo,
whenever.
this guy. No, but you know why? Because he's retired, bro. This guy finished the game. Imagine that. Imagine you retire, right? You're just sitting there enjoying your retirement, and then Barcelona call you and say, "Bro, we want you to be our backup care for the rest of the season." You're like, "Hey, Barcelona football. Hell yeah, man! I'll come back from retire. I'll come out of retirement." And he comes out, listen, man. He knows that. Listen, at the end of the day, I've retired. I don't have any love for the game anymore. I just want to say to my children one day, yo, I once played for Barcelona.
Omar. Not only that, bro. It's like let's be real. I wouldn't tolerate a player like smoking, like just on the pitch after El Clasico. But bro, it's this guy, bro. Like this guy's at the end of his career. He doesn't, bro. He's not staying for long. It's not Lamine smoking every day. No, bro. It's this guy. We just let him enjoy his moment. You know, he's gonna be the backup next year. That's okay with me.
Mhm.
I'm okay with it. You know what I'm saying? So
Hey, listen, man. I'm all for it, man. I'm all for it.
it's
He
low key
says,
funny though. I can't lie.
Espanol fans punching the air. Hey, listen, man. Anytime to shit on these fans, I'm here for it, man. Make sure they can continue to cry. He says, Espanol at the Everton to Liverpool. Hmm.
Even
I
less.
mean, that's what I was gonna say because Everton have actually won league titles recently. When was the last
Bro,
time Espanol won a
Liverpool
league?
used to be good like 8 years ago. Like they actually used to be good. Like they kind
You
of
know
felt
what?
like,
You know what they are. They. Give me a second, guys. Guys, can you guys hear me? My
yeah,
my
yeah, we
my
can hear
my
you. We
mic
can
just
hear you.
just disconnected for some reason.
Yeah, no, we're
All right,
good. You're
perfect, perfect, perfect. Yeah, my mic. I don't know why. I have no idea what just happened. My thing just disconnected. Anyway, no, I would say, and maybe it's the mutants, by the way. But I was going to say
what's
it's
it?
kind of like Manchester United, Manchester City before they got bought. What they were to Manchester United. That's what Espanyol is to Barcelona. You understand what I mean, right? Before the money, that Manchester, what Manchester City were, right? Finishing around relegation zone, getting relegated, finishing mid-table, like that was Espanyol. So for those of you guys who are too young to remember what City were before the shit came in, they were like what Espanyol is to Barcelona right now. That's who City were before money. You feel me? For 2008.
Yeah, facts, bro.
So yeah. Yeah. I mean, listen, AK is in the chat. If you've been watching football long enough, you know what I'm saying is true, bro. Let's be real, right? But yeah, he says, "Are you guys bring this guy? This guy's trolling me. Come on, man. Yeah,
Bro,
listen, he's already. Yeah. Hey, listen, man, it is what it is. Yeah, we failed to sign Tar. Now he'll be at Bayern. Listen, man, I'm not even as hurt on
I don't
that,
care.
to be honest. I don't really care because listen, Christensen has come back from injury and he's cooking. So, and I would have rather kept Christensen over this guy. So I'm good. He says we are even low, bro. We're even low, bro. In Liverpool, I'm not gonna lie. Liverpool fans absolutely hate. I didn't know how much Liverpool fans hate Real Madrid until recently when I was on No Sides channel. Lauren coming in and smoking on he's just sitting there happy. Oh, Barcelona won the league. Real Madrid, one trophy less this season. I'm like, yeah, hey, listen, man, it's champion stable, man. What can I say? Um, it's not like there is a rivalry. It says it's not like there is a rivalry. That's irrelevant between two clubs. They fight relegation every year, while yeah, we fight for the title. Yeah, you're right, man. I mean, to them, don't get it twisted. To them, we are their biggest game. Bro, they look
But
forward to playing us.
but Omar, did you like some of their coach legit said like if Joan Garcia joining Barca, he's like, oh no. He like did downplayed it and he was like,
Of course
this
he
is
is. Of course he is. Of course
way
he is.
before. This is like a week before. And he was like talking about if Joan Garcia joins Barca, like would you cut off his hand? He was like, I would have to think about that. You know, I might have to do it. Like I was like, yo, these guys hate Barcelona. It's like not. It's
Bro,
not. No,
it's normal. It's normal. It's normal.
no, they
It
actually
is
do
normal.
despise.
Bro, listen, man. If you know anything, listen. Don't get it
We
twisted.
relegated them.
I don't hate Espanyol like I hate Real Madrid, but I don't like Espanyol. I fucking hate them. Bro, when they got relegated, I was happy, bro. When we relegated, oh, you can. But when we relegated them, I had the best day of my life, man. Just knowing that we relegated those frauds. They can hold that. At the end of the day, like I said, they are. You know what they are? They are little bros, man. They are our little brothers, man. They're like the little kid brother, little kid. Chill, man. Sit in the corner. You are not allowed in the room. This is the
And you know what's
big boys' room, bro.
Omar,
Stay out in the corridor, man.
Omar,
You
I
feel
think
me?
they get relegated next year. I think without Joan Garcia, I think they get relegated. I
And
think
you know what, bro? I hope that we relegate them like we did in 2021. I don't care, man. They can hold that. They can all hold that. Yeah, man. Yeah. Hey, listen, man. If you know anything about Omar BYT, man, when I hate, I'm the biggest hater, man. I'm Kendrick Lamar in this. Trust me, man. He says we need to get rid of Araujo. Listen, man. Hey, listen. The Araujo hate is really intense in right now. I can see that. Like, there's not a lot of love for my guy in here. He says, "Who wants to leave sunny Barcelona for rainy?" Thank you, sir. I just mentioned that point. Why would Joan Garcia go to Newcastle, bro? Like moody Newcastle in the in the north. Who wants to go over there, man? You have a
yeah,
chance
next
to
to
be in.
Scotland.
And bro, listen. With all due respect, right? I know Steve is a Newcastle fan, but brother, your team is not winning league titles. You're not challenging for leagues yet. You're not challenging for Champions Leagues. Joan Garcia joins Barcelona. He's challenging for league titles every season of his career, right? He's helping us trying to win the Champions League, bro. There's levels to this, man. There are levels to this. You feel me? Yeah, man. We are the biggest club by far. He says his only route to the national team is through Barcelona. Good point.
What I was saying, I don't think Newcastle. You think these Spanish managers like they rate Newcastle with all due respect, they don't. But if you're
Bro,
playing for
the only time the Spanish manager is going to watch Newcastle is in the Champions League. This guy is not coming to go and watch Sunderland versus Newcastle next season.
yeah, they're not doing that, bro. Like, but if he comes, obviously you like, bro, like they probably would watch more Espanyol games than Newcastle. That's the truth. Like, I'm not even joking. If he goes to Newcastle, it doesn't make sense, bro. Like, it would have to be because of the finances. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But listen, I just hope. Apparently, Fabrizio, I think he said something like the deal could be done as quickly as next week. So
I heard Tuesday for Joan Garcia. I heard Tuesday.
listen,
I'm
we'll
just waiting. By the way, guys, for those of you guys who are here, guys, make sure you guys turn your notifications on because news roundup will be returning tomorrow, guys. So I will be bringing the latest news on Barcelona. If I don't do a news roundup tomorrow, if there's no news that comes out, I might not do a roundup tomorrow. But Tuesday, you can be guaranteed Tuesday, guys. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, I'm always going to be doing roundups. So make sure you guys keep it locked in here, guys, and subscribe. Always turn on notifications because I'm always live uploading or going live.
I have a question.
Yeah, go on. Yeah.
I have a question for you. So, like, let's say Luis Diaz goes to Saudi Arabia, right? That's 85 million or 70. Let's just say Barca wanted to get him for 65, 70. That's a lot of money that you can invest somewhere else. Like I think that Deco Laporta should look to buy a center back or left back with the money. You know what I'm saying?
If they are really serious about trying to get a winger, I'm gonna be very honest. They should just swallow their pride and go back for Nico, because Nico will be what 50 million, right? Or if they're, I mean, listen, it really depends because you've seen Rafinha can play on the left, right? So you can, I don't know, maybe like listen, they're really interested in the Rashford thing. So if they're actually serious, right, maybe they might go for the Rashford on a loan deal. And I keep phrasing this: loan with an option to buy. I don't even mind if there's an option to buy in there. That way, if he comes to Barcelona next season and he absolutely cooks, I can then say, all right, well, you know what, bro? You've proven that you can cook. You understand what I mean, right? Big up to every single one. We got 40 people in here, man. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate
You know
every
what
single
it
one
is?
of you guys for me.
Yeah, yo, guys, smash the likes, bro. Listen, this guy Omar BYTB, bro, he be putting in the work. You know what I'm saying? Like day in, day out, bro. But
Come
what
on,
I
man.
will say, bro, for me, I actually think Rashford might cook. Hear me out, bro. I'm not even Rashford's biggest fan, and if it was under Xavi, I would say no, no way, Jose. But under Hansi Flick, you need to
Yeah.
remember, Omar, this guy has got us rating Ferran Torres. This is Ferran's
19,
best
19 this is Valentine's first season. 19 goals
best
this season.
So I'm like, Rashford has more skills than Ferran, bro. Like with Rafinha, he's right footer. You know,
I would have taken David though. David on a free. David is still there, bro. I don't know why Barcelona are trying to go in for David. It doesn't make any sense.
I don't know. I don't get that either. But what I will say is that, bro, I think Hansi Flick, he likes these type of players like Rashford, bro. Like the guys who are direct and can score. I think Rashford, I think he can have like a Ferran impact. Like that's why I'm saying like I'm actually here for it. I think he can be like as good as Ferran was this year. But my one concern, Omar, is he gonna press like Ferran? Is he gonna be, humble and make runs and then he doesn't
See,
get the
that is
ball?
why this is why I'm against the deal.
That's my
Because
only concern.
I've seen how this guy sometimes just decides to just go
Yeah,
walkabout.
that's
Like,
what I'm saying.
bro, his mind, the way he's been moving for the past 2 seasons, I've not been impressed with him. You understand what I mean, right? I'm not
Yeah,
being. That's the reason why United fans are sitting there begging for
bro,
this guy to leave, man, because this guy is showing like a lack of care for the club that he apparently supports. He's a United diehard, bro. Like
bro,
he's coming to
they were
Barcelona,
saying,
man. I don't.
bro, Omar, they were saying that he wasn't even going for like headers in cup finals, like 50-50s for his boyhood club. So I was like, bro, listen, I'm gonna be real. For Rashford, though, there's an incentive to be good at Barca and try hard. Let me tell you why. This is your last opportunity, potentially at a big club. If you don't work here,
And he
you
really is desperate for the move. You can see it. Like
no, yeah, you could tell. You know why he's desperate though.
he's following in Rush. He's following the club.
He's commenting on Yamal's.
He's commenting on Yama, bro. This guy's trying everything to
No, but
get
hear
me.
me out, Omar. I understand why he's desperate because this is his last opportunity. Other than us, where is he gonna go? Villa, maybe a Nottingham Forest. Like, bro, if it's not us, then that's his last opportunity.
This is his last big move. That's why he's so
This is
desperate
his
for it.
last one. Like it's now or never for Rashford. If he doesn't come to Barca, he might go Nottingham Forest, and then you'll see him later on again, like maybe for Crystal Palace. Like his career is done. That's
Yeah.
why, bro. This is his last move. Like potentially, I don't want him on loan for that reason. I don't want to pay cash for something that's good, bad, good, bad. I'm only here for also because we have Hansi Flick, who legit he Turks, bro. Which one of our attackers who's played real minutes has had a bad year? Ferran. Great year. Lewandowski, 40 goals.
Everyone. I'm not gonna lie.
Rafinha,
I don't really. Who can we even say really? I mean, maybe Pena, probably, or
No,
maybe
I'm not even saying that. The attackers.
no. The attackers are all cooked. I'm very honest.
If he
Even
gets
I think maybe Paul Victor, but Paul Victor is young, so he's not been given a
doesn't
lot of
really
opportunities. I can't even like
he doesn't
talk
really
about
count.
him enough. But I mean, listen, big up to Lehman says, I would like to thank Barcelona for giving us Enrique, and I wanted Barcelona in the final because it would have been competitive. Inter were too easy, but it is what it is. Hey, listen, man, you won a Champions League, man. Just take your Champions League. It
Yeah,
doesn't matter
just
how
take
you
what
win it,
you
right? You
have.
feel me? Yeah. And look, at the end of the day, man, yeah, I would have loved it to be us as well. But hey, listen, man, maybe I can only dream because we would have been going for a quadruple, man. Imagine. Jeez, man. It says Flick showed Gundogan the door. Ter Stegen is next. That is true.
Ooh, he did do that.
He did
He
do
did
that.
do that.
And at
You
the
remember
time,
those reports? There's
yeah,
reports that Flick is gonna choose between Gundogan and Lewandowski. Like he's probably gonna sell one of them, and he said Gundogan has to leave. Like at Lewandowski, I can work with him. I worked for them in the past, so Gundogan left. So
yeah.
we'll see, bro. We'll see.
Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you, Omar. I would like to thank you guys for letting me be part of your live chats and giving us Enrique. Hey, listen, man. I'm all this. Listen, man. I'm always welcome. Everyone is welcome in here. It's not just Barca fans, man. Whichever team you support. Listen, I actually like the fact that we have different fans in here. I've seen United fans in here. I now see PSG fans in here. And listen, it's good to have PSG fans in here because listen, man, I want to hear this different perspective from other fans as well. Right? We have Arsenal fans, some Chelsea fans are in here. United fans are in here. So I like the fact that this chat is very, very like it's very multi. There's two different people, all here together. You feel me, right? Because I always talk about different clubs. So if I mention about your club, you always have your say, man. So yeah, man, it is what it is. It says, look up to set says no to Rashford, loser mentality. Yeah, his mentality is not really good. He's not really showing anything, man.
So I don't blame people. I don't blame people. I don't blame people if people have they're against Rashford, but I'd have to say this, Omar, bro. Like, if you pay the money for Nico Williams, he hasn't shown enough this year, bro. Like, there's no good. Let's be real. Is there a good left wing option? You have Rashford. Let's say Diaz. I think he's good, but I think Diaz is going to Saudi. I think he would have been the best option. I think Diaz is a better option than Rashford.
No, out of the three, I would have taken Diaz, but I'm not taking Diaz for more than 60.
I said more, bro. I said anything more than 50. Yeah, I'm not doing it because he's 28.
Yeah, you know what's funny? I said 50, but then I was like, okay, maybe 60. I might be able to accept it, right? Oh, well, okay, if he's 60, cool, because that is your number one prime target, okay?
Yeah.
But anything above 60, absolutely not. And listen, you're right. At the end of the day, if he decides to go to Saudi, hey, listen, man, it is what it is. Like I said, I don't beg for any players, man. You feel me, right? So if he wants to leave, he can go. He can go to Saudi, right? And at the end of the day, this is the last big move for his career. But
no, it's legit. Rashford, Nico, who else is there? Really, bro? Like, it's one of them two. And
by the way, thanks Alejandro for reminding me. Yeah, PSG, another team has won the treble over Real Madrid. Hold that. Thank you, man.
That's crazy, bro. I didn't even realize that. That's actually mental. Nah, Omar, you're shameless for highlighting that. I can't even.
I don't care, man.
That's hilarious.
Listen, Football Mania, you can rest assured I'm bringing that up.
First time they won the treble, yo. Congratulations, PSG. But what I will say, Nico has not impressed me, bro. Like, I'm not moved by Nico, bro. Like, that's the one thing. I think Nico might flop, bro.
I'm not impressed by him either, but I just think that maybe I've seen, like, the chemistry he has on the wings with Omar. And also, Flick can Flick might be able to bring the best out of him. He does have a lot of talent. He can dribble. I feel like his end product is a little bit lacking. But then again, I said the same thing about Rafinha, and look at how Rafinha cooked this season. So, hey, I'm just saying, man, you never know how this guy might play on the Flick.
We'll see. Bro, I'd rather have the left wing be a lone Rashford and then please invest in the defense. Because that's, bro, at the end of the day, Omar, whoever we get as the winger, we had a historic goal-scoring season this year. I think it was top 3 in the club's history, something like that. Brother, like, that scoring goals was not our problem, even against the stinkiest low block in Inter Milan. It was the defense making mistake after mistake. So invest there. Like for example, why is Gerard Martin? Why is he not up for sale? Because I'm gonna keep it a buck. Those 2 assists versus Inter does not fool me, bro. You know what I'm saying? It does not fool me. In my opinion, congratulations, you played for Barca for a season. Now you should get a move to like Elche or Celta Vigo, somewhere else, bro. I'm keeping it a buck. One more. I'm not even joking though. I'm keeping it a buck. Yo, hey, I'm definitely.
Man said Elche, man, this guy is actually violated. Yo, I thought you would have said maybe like a Valencia or maybe
no. Hey, Valencia don't deserve it, bro. I'm gonna be good. You know what it is? You know what it is? Let me tell you, they got promoted. I see. You know why I named them? Because I seen on Twitter they got promoted. Go to Elche, bro. Like, I'll be real.
No, Elche, nah, man. He's too good for Elche. Come on, man. Stop being. I know you don't like the guy. I don't like him too, but brother, Elche.
No, this is the thing. Gerard Martin, he has the one thing that Balde doesn't have. Like, he has the crossing ability. His crossing ability is amazing, but he legit has nothing else. Like, brother, are we playing a left back that can legit only cross? We need more than that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, big up to it. Listen, man. Hey, listen. Big up to my guy, Jonas. Man said Elche, Is that Elche? Hey, listen, man. Hey, listen, no disrespect.
Hold on. So where should we go? Where do you think his level is?
I mean, listen, there's a lot of teams that are available, man. Like, come on, man. Like, why is it that Elche was the first option, bro? Like, you have Valencia. Who else? Like, I'm having a brain fog right now. Cafe, maybe. I mean, name some names in the chat, guys. Which other clubs
the way he defends, Getafe is not taking him. What the heck? You need to be a dog to play on Getafe. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Celta Vigo is not a bad option.
Yeah, but maybe Celta Vigo.
Listen, we might do a swap deal with Espanyol. We'll give you guys Gerard Martin, or maybe we can give him to Alaves. Girona could need a new left back. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah, Miguel Gutierrez might leave. Fair enough. Like that fair enough. But like my point is that we need a left back. Like if that's somewhere I would improve, maybe center back or left back. You have to improve one or the other, in my opinion. Especially if you don't get the Luis Diaz money, spend it on a center back, spend it on a left back. Like I don't understand. Like goal scoring was not our problem. I understand it's a hole, but listen, there's bigger holes, in my opinion.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, Christian says, thankfully, it seems like Deco is finally moving over his Luis Diaz obsession. He hasn't moved on, bro. It's just that this guy has been linked to Saudi, bro. That is why. He hasn't moved on from his obsession. Yeah, let me read this by. It says, our staple says, Madrid can't buy referees in all competitions in one season. You know what happened, bro? The check bounced. Haven't you been hearing what Will has been saying recently about his club being broke? Bro, they don't have the money. They don't have any more money to be buying referees, man. Like, seriously, man, they've run out of money. Like the stadium, like this, you know what's happening right now? The stadium right now, right? They can't, they can't even do concerts anymore because the people around Madrid, the residents around Madrid near the Bernabeu are complaining about all the noise that the stadium makes. Like they're not making any money anymore, man. Come on, bro. You feel me? Yeah.
Wait, hold on. They're not making money in the new Bernabeu.
Apparently, I mean, from what I'm hearing, I'm not saying. Apparently, they're not making as much as they can. Because they wanted to make the Bernabeu a place where they can do concerts and stuff like that, but they can't because the people around there are complaining about all the noise that the stadium is making.
Bro, I heard that the Bernabeu, like apparently it's not that nice, bro. Like apparently what they thought it would have been.
Listen, man, I've seen the Camp Nou. Let me tell you something. If my stadium is ready, man, I'm gonna absolutely be shameless, man.
What I will say, the Camp Nou, Omar. Football heritage. We need the open roof still. I will say that I love.
Apparently, we will. Apparently, we will. That's what I heard.
Yeah. Because we will. I don't like the football stadium.
I'm a very. I haven't seen the stadium yet. I'll definitely be doing a full review during the stadium. The first videos of the stadium are out. I'm gonna put it out here so that you can all say what you have to say. It says Araujo is more of a Serie A player. Yeah, I agree with that. But yeah, Doué is definitely him. You're right, man. Doué is definitely him. This guy, yeah, I said it before, man. Only Yamal can talk to this guy.
Yo, 1 second.
Only Yamal can talk to this guy. On a real, this guy is too good, man. Like what I saw yesterday in the Champions League, what he was doing, bro, that was illegal, man. Fucking hell. This guy's 19. Now I'm telling you, I don't know what's going on with these youngsters today, man. On a real, what is actually happening to some of these youngsters today, man? The football that I love is coming back, man. All these ballers, all are just beginning to perform once again. It's incredible, man. And we love to see it, man. What a player. Says Yamal is incredible too. Of course, man. Listen, man, Yamal is him. It says Everton is a decent team. Exactly. That's what I was about to say. It says, I'm hearing Barcelona to Barcelona. You're hearing it wrong, bro. You're hearing it wrong. You need to clean up your ears, man. Because I haven't heard any Barcola to Barcelona talk at all, man. None at all, man. Yeah, you see, even Mets is laughing, man. Big up to Mets. Says, my club suffers a lot. Give me a second. What did he say here? All right. Anyways, let's actually listen. Let me actually read some of this stuff in here. It says, yeah, Doué will rip Inter apart last night. Yes, he did. He says, I believe if we had Balde in the semifinals, we would have gone through the final with ease. But listen, you know what? Let's actually get into it, right? Because this is the final thing I want to talk about, Jonas, before we go, right? I want to get into Marc-André Ter Stegen. And listen, all you guys in the chat, right? You are all welcome to get in this as well, right? Let's talk about it now. I'm gonna bring back the thing. I actually saved it. Give me a second. Let me pull it out. I want to show you all this. Look at this. Give me a second, guys. Here it is. There it is. All right. Here it is. And share it. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen this. Now, I would say this is not the updated version. Okay. This is not the updated version of this, right? The updated version has over 200 to 300K posts, right? But Ter Stegen out was trending all of last week, right? And people have had their say. Many people are saying, "Oh, but he's, the fans are going a little bit too far." Listen, and that video that RSM showed me, that video has been going viral, bro. 83
I
minutes.
watched like 5 minutes of it. I couldn't do it anymore, bro.
And you know what the worst thing is? They had the Kendrick Lamar song. I'm like, fucking hell, man. I sat there. I was like, you know, they call this guy a statue for a reason, right? This guy doesn't move. Seriously, this brother does not move, bro. Every time he has an opportunity, this is what he does, bro. Every time, like that. This is what he's doing. Every time he concedes a goal, he's not even diving. He's just like, I'm like, brother, what is he doing? Like, you're a goalkeeper and you're not even diving.
You
But
know what it
listen,
is?
before you, Jonas, before you go, I just want to say this. At the end of the day, people are saying that the fans have gone too far. Now, I'm going to read some of what some of you guys are saying in the chat. If you're a Barca fan, if you're not a Barca fan, right, tell me what you guys think of this whole situation. But I'm going to be very honest. Ter Stegen has been on borrowed time since the start of this season. I remember when the start of this season started. I don't remember speaking to Elias, and he was Ter Stegen out for a long time. Right?
I bet you.
Yeah. A lot of Barcelona fans have been Ter Stegen out. Even at the start of the season, some Barca fans were telling me, Omar, Ter Stegen needs to be sold. We need a new keeper. And I remember, trying to defend this guy. I tried to defend him. I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt. I really did. But this guy kept on making mistakes at the start of the season. He gets injured. We bring in Szczesny. Szczesny comes in, starts cooking. Then this brother comes back early from injury. And then from the first game he came in, he just starts making mistakes all over again. I'm like, brother, you're not helping yourself with what you're doing. What is all of this? Absolutely embarrassing. And honestly, we need a new keeper. We need a new keeper, man. There's nothing anymore to talk about, man. We need a new keeper. But let me ask you this, Jonas.
Yeah.
Do you think that the fans went too far? Do you think?
I said this. I said that the fans, they finally took action, but this is honestly, like, I blame the board for allowing this to get to this situation, right? If you replaced Ter Stegen like 2 years ago or a year ago, listen, nothing happens. Like, he just moves on. He has a good legacy. Brother, the fans, they're crying out for a goalkeeper for, let's be real, like the last 2 years, and they just ignored us. So it felt like, Omar, what I said, it felt like that Deco and Laporta, they these guys are not, they're not remote. These guys look on Twitter and they've seen the Ter Stegen hate. They've seen it's at an all-time high, you know what I'm saying? And I don't really support this, but it had to be done. So, hey, we move. It had to be done. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I don't really care, bro. Like, I'll be real, Ter Stegen, the way that he spoke today in the media also, he kind of deserves it, bro. Like, he's ego. He has an ego, bro. And sometimes it's best, hey, you got to get these guys out the club. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to be, Omar, a Ter Stegen fan. I used to love Ter Stegen. 2019, I thought he was our second best player behind Lionel Messi. But I'm sorry, bro. Listen, you had my trust time and time again. You've broken it. So I'm done with Ter Stegen. And I want him out, bro. Forget being the backup. I think he might be like our Kylian Mbappe in a way in the dressing room. He needs to leave. He needs to leave the entire football club, bro. That's in my opinion. But, hey, yes, the fans had to do it. The fans had to do it because the board wouldn't. That's what I would say. That's the truth, in my opinion.
I mean, look, I'm all for I believe fans are entitled to their opinion. People can say whatever they want. At the end of the day, I gave this guy a lot of time. I really did, right? I think I gave him more time than a lot of Barcelona fans, right? I tried to reason, right? I was like, listen, I still think that he's a top goalkeeper. But then I started ignoring what he does on his feet. I started focusing what he was doing with his hands. And I realized, brother, this guy is slow as hell with his reactions. Jeez, bro, this guy moved. Like, you see the term testatio. People think it's a joke. Bro. Like, that is actors. That's the reason I use the term testatio for a reason, bro. This brother doesn't genuinely moves like a statue. This guy looks like it's like he moves. You know what he moves like? He moves like a glitching android, bro. Like a glitching robot.
You know what it is, bro? Bro, real talk, Omar. You know what it is, bro? It's like, bro, I feel like that there's like no more Ter Stegen fans, to be honest. I don't think anybody actually believes it.
I think people have run out. Like, I've definitely run
Yeah,
out
yeah.
of my patience with
Even,
him.
this is the thing. When you lose the only, like, it was 50-50, the fan base. When you lose the people that actually believe in you, you're cooked. I'm going to be real. I'll be real. That's like getting canceled. That's when celebrities get canceled and they just get cooked. Like, Ter Stegen is done out, bro. Let's be real. I think that Ter Stegen, he needs to leave the football club. Like, he just has to. You know, I look at the big games. I also made a video. I said he's the only player that's been part of all three of the big humiliations: Roma, Liverpool, Bayern. You know, we
And
need to get.
yes, 8, bro. You conceded 8.
Yeah, bro. Listen, it's crazy. I'll be real. And then on top of that, when you have a guy like Joan Garcia there, like, I'm gonna be real. I'm not really like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, we need him. No, we don't. No, we don't. It's not even like Omar. It's not even like at least PSG. They like Kylian Mbappe was somewhat cooking, even though they weren't even winning trophies. Bro, Barca weren't winning trophies, and you're not cooking. And once again, I don't know how Barca fans defend this. Like, I'll be real, guys. Listen, we lost Lionel Messi, and we rebounded. We've lost Luis Suarez. He got kicked out the club. Similar, not by the fans, by Ronald Koeman. He called him up. What did he say? Get out the club. I don't want you. Sometimes you have to be.
30-second call. Yep.
But this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. So we did this to Suarez. PK got cooked for it, right? Listen, if those two guys who are higher legends, Suarez and PK, Ter Stegen can get out, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Not everyone, like you just mentioned it. With PK and with Suarez and Messi, they were bigger legends. They contributed a lot at the club. Ter Stegen, you've been a veteran. You've been at the club for over 10 years, right? I'll give that to you. But I'm gonna be very honest, you've done enough at this club. And we need to move on. I'm sorry, brother. Like, this guy, he's like, it's crazy. Like, you see goalkeepers. Goalkeepers usually play for a very, very, very long time, right? This guy, bro, is just entered his 30s. He's 32, and he's already finished as a goalkeeper.
You know what it is, Omar? Let me say this real quick. Forget his no, we can't forget it. But his performance through the years have been declining ever since I feel like 2020. On top of that, because 2019 to 2015, sure, the UCL, he wasn't the best, but he was a top goalkeeper from 2015 to 2019, that 4-year stretch, right? Since 2020, he's been declining. On top of that, a declining asset, a declining player. Now he's getting major injuries. Last year, didn't he miss like 6 weeks, 2 months, something like that? This year, he missed 7 months. Now you're getting an injury-prone guy who's on the decline. I'm not trying to keep that. I'm trying to win a Champions League. I'm trying to win league titles back-to-back, right? We haven't done that in a minute. Bro, This is not the answer. Like, it's not. Because even if you're a Ter Stegen fan, I say, how can you want him in if he's getting injuries too now? And his ball playing, by the way, is overrated. He's a good ball player, cool. But how many times, Omar, underhandsy flick, do we use ball play? Do I see Szczesny do like a 1-2 or some nice threaded ball? We don't really. Underhandsy flick. Under previous managers, fair enough. But underhandsy flick, you don't even need the ball playing. You just need to be able to sweep. That's it.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? That's really it. The rest is a bit overrated, bro.
Yeah. I mean, look, at the end of the day, I get it. Goalkeepers in Barcelona need to be good on their feet as much as their hands. But, bro, that's not all of it. Like, that is true. It's not everything. You feel me, right? It's not everything. And at the end of the day, Barcelona fans will have every right to want them play out. I'm sorry, but they do. You feel me, right? It is what it is. It's very normal. It says, big up to Barca B. Money says, my opinion on Testaccio had his generational run. This is Lamine Yamal, Gavi, etc. time. They deserve a new keeper to grow with them. I mean,
yeah, no, real talk. Because hear me out, bro. Ter Stegen was actually used to be good. Once again, I used to be a Ter Stegen fan. I legit said, I have never thought I was gonna be Ter Stegen out. There was a time, 2017, 2016, I loved Ter Stegen back then. I remember when we beat PSG, funny enough. Bro, remember his celebrations, the 6-1, he was running around like a little kid? Like, I used to love Ter Stegen, bro. And I can't believe it's gone to this, but that just shows, bro. I'm not pro Ter Stegen. I'm not anti Ter Stegen. I'm saying Ter Stegen has to leave the football club because he's injury prone right now. He's coming off a major knee injury, a patella, right? That's a big injury. Yes. On top of that, he already was declining under Xavi. So I don't know why I would keep him. Joan Garcia is right there. Get him. You have a real generation. You're trying to make this Spanish core, right? Pedri, Lamine, Gavi, Joan Garcia, right? Casado, bro, Cabarsi, Balde. Brother, Like I'm telling you, bro, it's nice if you get Joan Garcia. Like it makes sense.
It makes absolute sense, 100%. This is big up to the chat, man. Big up to everyone. You guys, this chat has been elite, man. This has been a 10 out of 10 chat. Big up to every single one. Big up to my guy Layman, man. Good night, brother. Appreciate you for being here. So similarly, we lost Puyol and Valdez in 2014 and won the treble in 2015.
Yeah. No, but that's what I'm saying, Omar. We've lost guys. Brother, I dealt with Lionel Messi leaving. I thought we would have been cooked till maybe 2028. I'm not even joking. Like, I thought we were genuinely in the mud for at least 5-6 years. We rebounded what, after 4 years? 3-4 years in the mud? And by the way, one of those years in the mud, we won the league title. So it's like, is it really in the mud? Like, bro, we can rebound. I'm telling you. Ter Stegen is not Lionel Messi. He's not Luis Suarez. He's not
Mm-hmm.
Gerard Piqué either, bro. So I'll be real. I'm not. I don't really care, bro.
I don't really care either. He says, big up to Real for. He says, I'd be nervous if y'all had Chevalier. Do you watch Chevalier? Have you watched Chevalier, this the little keeper that we've been linked to as well? Because
I
he's
only
another
watched him
one.
twice.
I mean, to be fair, he's actually someone that I know the club is actually looking at too. So, if this
You know,
Joan
low key,
Garcia
what I
thing.
was saying. You know what I was
So,
saying?
mhm.
I want Jan Garcia not just because I watched him more, but also on top of that, Chevalier, like Lille actually have a good defense. The 2 times that I watched him, they protected him well. Like Jan Garcia, this guy is making saves out the mud. This guy is legitimately getting destroyed. Espanyol are getting legit destroyed week in, week out. And he's saving them. That's why I wanted Jan Garcia. Because
So yeah, if we don't sign Joan Garcia, I'll be honest, I don't mind having Chevalier because he's only gonna cost 40 million. Right? I'll take him as a plan B, most definitely. Because I've spoken to guys like Steve and they've been very, very highly like they've given this guy a very high praise, right? They believe that he has a lot of potential, right? That they've been telling me that at the end of the day, if we sign him, he will actually help us in the Champions League, right? In the big games, because he actually steps up in the big moments as well. So yeah, I would definitely take him as a plan B, 100%. 100%.
yeah, real talk.
All right. And
But
anyway, listen, Jonas, let the people know what's coming up on your channel, bro.
listen, bro. Omar, big up for having me. What I have on my channel, right? So like now I got series. So you got the Barca news roundup. I just go live, bro. Like I'm gonna go live at least once a week with Barcelona news lives, right? I just legit did one before this live, right? If you want to check it out, I'm gonna do it at least once a week. If it's a hectic week, I told the people I might do it twice a week. Legit, it depends on the amount of news, right? Weekly. And then also I got a series with Barca Volume every
Barca volume,
Tuesday.
guys.
Yeah,
Yep.
Barca. Listen, Tuesdays, every Tuesdays. So in legit 2 days, we got Barca talk. You know what I'm saying? So with him and bro, just legit YouTube shorts, videos. Be on the lookout, bro. I might add another series weekly. So listen, bro, I've been
Yeah,
taking
I'm gonna add in more Barcelona series because I see a lot of people have been telling me to do more Barcelona live content. So during the off season, I'm gonna do a Barcelona talk podcast where I'm gonna bring we're gonna be basically bringing more and more stuff on the channel. You feel me, right? Because Culers
yeah,
Culture Show is like the big show that everyone likes to watch in this channel, right? So we're gonna be bringing more of this, right? But I'm gonna try to see if I can bring Culers Culture in midweek as well, and also add, like I mentioned, a podcast, right? Because I want to do a podcast with because I know you're down, right? NJ, Miguel, all these guys, right? And we'll probably start a podcast where we'll do like match reviews, match previews, match reactions, like podcasts and stuff. Because I feel like a lot of people out here are gonna like
yeah,
it.
bro. Listen, I'm me, bro. Over the summer, brother,
Yeah.
if Barca ain't gonna grind, I'm a grind. You know why?
Yeah,
Because
listen,
like,
man, you're gonna be getting more content from us, man. Don't worry, man.
yeah,
The
real talk.
content
Because
does
bro,
not end.
yeah, I have work, but bro, if school's not there, I'm streaming, bro. I'm making some content for the people. So listen,
Yeah.
that's just what it is. But big up Omar for having me, man.
Yeah, listen, man. Make sure you guys go subscribe to Barca React, guys. You see his channels right there, guys, on the title right there, guys. Just type Barca Reacts and you will find his channel. Make sure you guys go subscribe to him if you want to see more Barca content, guys. Because he also brings a lot of info in here, man. But big up to my guy Jonas every single time, man.
Yeah, peace, bro.
All right. Anyways, let me read some of your chats here, guys, before we do close out, because you guys have been hella active, man. Appreciate every single one of you guys for being here. Obviously, Lehman is gone. He was talking about Renato Vega, saying Renato Vega is a great left back. I mean, Renato Vega is a very versatile player in general. I would definitely take him. I mean, would I take him? Probably not. I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't really take him, but we'll see what happens. He says, "Watch out for Mark Publey. He's a very good right back." Well, is he in the academy, Street Fighter? Is he in this academy? Let me know. Let me know. Big up to my guy Jester, man. How are you doing, man? Yeah, big up to you, man. How you doing? Hope you're doing good, man. Appreciate you for being here. He says, it had to be done. The higher ups were too weak. I mean, that is true. When it comes to the Ter Stegen thing, I feel like people had enough at the start of the season, but when he got injured, people kind of forgot a little bit about it. And then he kind of came back from injury and was making the same mistakes literally from the moment he came back from injury. So yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I kind of understood it in the end. I was like, you know what, man? I tried to defend you, man, but you're proving to be indefensible. I'm gonna be very real. You're proving to be very indefensible right now, man. So no, man, it is what it is. He said, even when he was the second goalkeeper, he couldn't save it, and he couldn't save it at Anfield. Bro, I watched. You know what's funny about that game, Bassam, right? I went back and I watched that game against Liverpool, and brother, right? I blamed the defense that day. But going back and watching the game, bro, Ter Stegen was actually terrible. Like, honestly, bro, let's go. If you guys don't have a chance, go back and look at the goals we conceded. The reactions from Ter Stegen, bro. This guy was literally static the whole time. Absolutely static, man. Absolutely static. I'm sorry, man. He was terrible. So yeah. Listen, man. He's been like this for seasons. When I went and I watched that 83-minute videos of his errors, I was like, brother, it's the same thing. This guy barely moves. He barely reacts. He barely moves. He's like, brother, at least try to dive. He's not even trying to dive. Fucking joke, man. It is what it is. Alessandro says there's a reason why Matt never took over Neuer. Hey, listen, man. I'm not gonna lie, man. It's definitely looking crazy now, considering what we're seeing now. On a real, like it's crazy, right? For a long time, even when he was playing well, Neuer was still playing ahead of him. I can see. I mean, now it's making more sense now for sure. As Yeah, exactly, man. Lucas Savania would be a good. I mean, you're a PSG fan, Lemon, so yeah, he would make a good keeper. And Lille will be losing one of their best players. It says you can't play devil's advocate with Ter Stegen. You don't have enough arguments to defend it. Oh no, I'm not doing devil's advocate. Me? No, I'm not. I was just asking the question. My opinion on the whole thing with Ter Stegen, honestly, I don't even think the fans went too far, to be honest. At the end of the day, the fans said their opinion. The issue is in today's football now, everything is so like sensitive, like it's so censored these days. Like fans are not allowed to be themselves now. Fans can just say, listen, this guy's a bum. I don't rate him. I don't think he should be at my club. Like, and now you can't say that. Now it's considered controversial. No, man, I'm not one of those people. I don't live in that censored world, man. Like at the end of the day, fans have the right to say whatever they want, man. It is what it is. Krishna says, let's not make it ugly, bro. Ter Stegen is a legend of the club. There's a respectful way to part ways. We're a better club and our we are a better club and the fan base are better than this. I mean, I understand where you're coming from, right? I do. I really do. I just think that the fans are frustrated. I feel like this whole thing, it's kind of been brewing for so long. It's been brewing for so long that now the fans are just like, nah, man, nah. We've had enough. We want this guy gone. It's over. You feel me, right? They're just like, nah, man, we've been dealing with this for too long. So yeah, let's just part ways. So yeah, in the end, I get it, man. I get it. At the end of the day, fans can be themselves. Fans have a right to their opinion. I do believe that. Here's the thing. I don't agree that fans should be going at the person, that the man that he is. That's different, right? I'm not. Don't attack the man. You can say, oh yeah, as a goalkeeper, he's finished, but don't insult the guy personally and do all those stuff. I'm not with any of that for sure. So no. Yeah, it's just right. I did read your chat. I was asking you who is he? Is he in La Masia? Is he in our academy? Let me know. I don't know if he's in our academy, bro. This you're not a real fan if you want Ter Stegen out. That guy is. Wait, you are not a real fan if I want Ter Stegen out. Clown. That guy is not a big match player. I mean, yeah, man. Listen, if we're gonna be real, you got over what over 30 people in here. For those of you guys who are Barca fans in this chat, can you guys remind me of a game where you think Ter Stegen basically stood out, where a standout Ter Stegen game? Is there any? I mean, it's just we have to be objective, guys. There's not really much, is there? Just I've been Ter Stegen out since 2017. Damn, man, this guy has no choice. He said, "Nah, man, get him out of here." It is what it is. He says, "I scouted another striker for Barcelona, Santiago Longono. What do you guys think?" I don't know who this guy is. For those, if you guys know, let me know. Yeah. We got to Bassam. Some say this. I don't claim to static as a legend. Jordi Alba as well. You can be a legend when you are humiliated. Okay. I mean, no. I think Ter Stegen. I don't think Ter Stegen is going to be one of. You wouldn't put him in our top 10 greatest players of all time. I'll tell you that, or even our top 20, or top 30, or top 40. Right? Jordi Alba is a different case. I think Jordi Alba is a legend in the club. For some, I disagree. But don't abuse the players. Listen, you can say whatever you want to say about the players, just as long as it doesn't go too far. You feel me? Like, here's the thing: certain people, certain fans, they go too toxic. Like there's something as being too toxic. I'm sorry, but there is. Don't attack the man. Attack the player for his performances on the pitch. You can want the player out. You can be vocal about wanting the player out. There's nothing wrong with that. Just keep it on a level, man. Don't take it too far. Because to be fair, listen, certain fans, it's a fact that some of these fans go a little bit too far, man. You feel me? So yeah, I'm not doing this, man. If these fans are finally waking up, yeah. It says, can we also talk about Omo quality, but has his bozo moments? I disagree, man. I disagree. I completely disagree. I think Danny Olmo has been a shining light, bro. Danny Olmo has been a shining light. I'm sorry, but he has been absolutely cooking all season, man. I'm sorry, but he has been. Look up to Dennis, says it's time to go for him. He doesn't fit our timeline no more. Listen, I hear it, man. I hear it 100%. Ter Stegen out. Hashtag Ter Stegen out. You hear it, man. It says, bro, what striker do you want? I mean, the dream striker would probably be Isaac. But I don't think we're going to sign him this season. I mean, I don't think Barca are going to sign a striker this season, if that's what you're trying to ask me, Peter. But my dream signing is probably going to be Isaac. Yeah, I like Isaac. I think Isaac is a good striker. Anyways, let's read some of these. Says, closed roof means rice is gonna cook. Big up to AK, man. Go to AK. It says, it says, I found a good left back, Renato Vega. Yeah. You were saying this. It says, I rate Due very highly as Yama. He's a good player in a good team, quality everywhere. Yeah, he's a very, very good player. He's a very good player, 100%. He says, we need a right back backup for Kunde, a left back backup for Balde. Inigo isn't getting any younger. Yeah, but you know what? Yeah, I do agree we need to get fullbacks, two new fullbacks, 100%. I believe that we need fullbacks, two new fullbacks this summer. If we don't have two fullbacks, at least buy one. Retegui is still available. Van der Sen is available. Go get me those two. You feel me, right? Get me those two, 100%, right? Inigo, we're not getting any younger. That's fine. At the end of the day, we have Kobashi, we have Araujo, we have Christensen, we have Inigo. You feel me, right? So Inigo is still going to be part of the team. Araujo has something to prove this season, and Christensen, since he's come back from injury, has actually been playing well. So yeah, I'm all for it, man. Messi with another 2 goals and assists yesterday. Wow, yeah, listen, man. Messi just being himself, man. He says, yeah, he really ripped the team apart. 100% he did. 100% he did. I mean, no, they're not. No, they're not. Don't be shameless. They're not the same. I rate Due very highly, but I think Yamal is still clear. I mean, not completely clear. I'm not gonna sit and say they're in like different status, but I think it's close. But I think Yamal is definitely better. I think Yamal is definitely better, 100%. It says, I believe when we had Balde. Oh yeah, I already read this. My bad. Uh, says question: can Barcelona win another league? Of course, of course. But I think we need to make sure that in the summer we go out and we actually deal with some of the problems. You feel me, right? Go get me a new goalkeeper, number one. Go get me two fullbacks. Get me a left winger, and then next season, and then maybe after next season, right? Get me a new striker. I mean, I'll be honest. I'll take a striker this summer, but I don't think the club are gonna go in for a striker. So it is what it is. He says Levan is sell level if we're gonna be there. I don't think we're gonna sell him. I think he's gonna leave in 2026, but I don't think we're gonna sell him. No. He says, yeah, comparing to Vasquez. This is the Gerard Martin point. He says, nah, pause, man. Pause. Hey, yo. Hey, listen, man. Each to their own, but we'll see. He says Girona fits him best. This is, by the way, he's talking about Gerard Martin here. He says Girona fits him best. He is not as bad as a third option for us. Yeah, nah. I think this guy is just going a little bit off the rails. He says Mush Sports World says, well, I guess we know how now Arsenal would have beaten down Barcelona, eh? As Inter wankers got rolled. Listen, man. If you guys played that, didn't you guys lose to that Inter team? I'm sorry, didn't Inter beat Arsenal in the Champions League this season? I don't know why everyone's just ignoring that. Come on, man. Everybody's y'all trying to be shameless, man. And relax, man. There's no shamelessness in here, man. Y'all are moving too much. Hey, listen, man. Smash the likes, man. Smash the likes button, man. Smash the like button. Let's read. You guys, I see some new chats down here. Let me read some of these chats before we go. Yeah, big up to you, Jester, man. Hey, big up to my brother from another mother. How you doing, Jester? I hope you're doing good, man. I hope you're doing well. He says, watch out. Yeah, I already saw this. He says, the blame is on the board for getting it this far. Ter Stegen's situation should have been handled years ago. I don't think the problem with Ter Stegen has really come to a head like it's come to a head this season. If we're going to be honest, right? I don't remember last season Barcelona fans complaining about Ter Stegen, to be honest. I don't remember Barcelona fans complaining about Ter Stegen last season. Maybe somewhere, right? But it wasn't not much of a big deal. Do you understand what I mean? I think this season is the difference. This season it's definitely been a big deal. Fans have really been vocal in high numbers that they want Ter Stegen out. You understand what I mean? So yeah, that's what I think. Here's the thing, brother. The fans watched years of failed Champions League chances. The club had an opportunity to deal with it before we got here. Fans had enough. I agree with that. See, this is why I don't blame the fans for being the way they are. Because at the end of the day, it's the same old thing in football. You know, the one thing I always criticize Arsenal fans when I say that the fans have the power to want this manager out because they've given this manager so much time and he's gone trophyless, right? They have to be real and say, listen, we've given you all of this time and you have never brought us a trophy since your first season, man, with a team that wasn't yours. It is time. It is time to go. So this is the thing. I don't have anything against the fans being vocal. I am all for the fans being vocal. I've said I wanted Ter Stegen out. I didn't go as far as to tweet Ter Stegen out yet. However, I understand it because I'm one of the people that also want Ter Stegen out. So it is what it is. I don't blame the fans for being themselves. But yeah, Bassam, you said I don't claim Ter Stegen as a legend. Jordi Alba. I mean, Ter Stegen. All right, I hear about Jordi Alba. Come on, man. Jordi Alba actually had great seasons, man. I don't know why people are acting like this guy was a bum his whole time. He actually had great seasons, man. I mean, yeah, of course. I still think that he's been at the club for 10 years. Been number one for over 10 years, man. Come on, man. He is a legend. If Ter Stegen is a legend, Gerard Martin's too. But Sam, now you're just reaching, okay? But Sam, you're just reaching now, man. You are just reaching at this point. You absolute fraud. This guy. He says, Olmo has been just fighting injuries. Now, yes, that's true. I agree with that. I mean, I agree, but come on, man. I just think that when it comes down to it, if you're just gonna be objective, when he has been fit, he's been our best midfielder, man. Yeah, okay. Let me rephrase. When he's been on the pitch alongside Pedri, he's been the best midfielder, bro. We've seen when we don't have Olmo in the team how different we play. Look at the way we play when Olmo is not on the pitch. Yeah, he is not always fit, but when he's on the pitch, when he is fit and he's on the pitch, he's actually making a difference. It's different when you're always injured and when you come in and the squad is not this, the team is not the same. The squad, the performance have been different when he hasn't been playing. When he has been playing, you can't measure players like saying Ter Stegen is a legend. We can't measure players like that. Saying Ter Stegen is a legend is lying to yourself. And so, just saying the last 10 years is incomprehensive reason doesn't mean he's a legend. Agree to disagree, man. It says Ter Stegen won the treble in 2015. If that was Lev Yashin in that trophy, if there was a Lev Yashin trophy, he would have won it. Yeah. I mean, listen, I'm not saying he's been a bum in the 10 years that he's been at the club, but he hasn't been the same goalkeeper for a long time. You feel me? We don't. What do we need to do with Langley and Romero? First of all, Langley looks like his contract is going to get terminated. Yeah, so Langley, that one is a good one. Langley, apparently we are in negotiations to terminate his contract. So that's fine because I think he's going to go back to Atletico Madrid on a free. So yeah, terminate his contract. Let's just terminate the contract and just move on. Oriol Romeu, honestly, if we can terminate this contract, let's do the same. I don't even know why we signed this guy, man. Like that was one of those Xavi signings that never made sense. I don't know why we went in for Oriol Romeu. He wasn't worth it. But yeah, he is back in the team. But he's another one that's gonna be leaving. No way you're comparing Gerard Martin. Yeah, man. Listen, that's Bassam for you, man. That's Bassam for you. The Stegen is the reason why we didn't win a sextuple. And this is against Bilbao. Yeah, Bilbao. You're talking about the 4-1. I know the one you're talking about. I know the one you're talking about. Anyways, it says we both were shit, but one stayed on for a year. Yeah, 10 years. Yeah, Martin has been. Bro, the guy only started playing this season. I don't know what you're on about, Bassam. You absolute fraud. Big up to Dennis. Says, man, that's happened to with Ansu Fati out. We had the same cap space. We need Nico Bade. So hear me out. We need a guy who can play 90 minutes out on the left. I mean, that is why Barcelona are trying to look for a winger. I think that's why we're looking at trying to bring in Luis Diaz, right? I think that's why we're trying to bring in Luis Diaz. But it looks like Luis Diaz is also being linked to Saudi. So, you know, at the end of the day, there's things to Rashford, which I'm not a fan of. I would take Nico Williams. I wouldn't take Leao. Keep Leao away from my club. Nope. I would take Lookman. I think Lookman is a very good player. I mean, you know what? I know this guy hasn't been linked to my club. I'll probably take him if he's available. I would take Jagrova from Lille. He's a very good player. Or I would take Jonathan David. That's another one that I would take. So yeah, there you go. Just we need fullback depth, but no more center backs. Exactly. We have 6 center backs. 100%. You got correct. Says we already got a left back from La Masia, Jufre Torres. I haven't seen him yet, so I can't judge. Comparing Due to Yamal is delusional AF. Damn. It says comparing Due to them is like comparing Robinho to Messi. That is. I mean, there was a time Robinho was that guy, but I think you're reaching, Bassam. But yeah, then again, this is you, Bassam, so I'm not surprised, man. You'll be reaching all the time. He says, but his form is too inconsistent in the UCL. There has been issues with Mats for years. Bro, I don't trust Ter Stegen in the Champions League. Absolutely not. This is why I think we need a new keeper. He's had a downfall since he came in. These new fans either are not watching these guys play or have no gratitude like Madrid fans. Saying Alba is not a legend, Mats are not a legend is criminal. See, that's the thing, man. That's why certain fans like listen. Fans are entitled to their opinions, but listen, man. Certain people they like to trigger others, man. It is what it is. Oh, he is for the he is for the team. He just got promoted. Wait, he for this team that he just got promoted. Okay. I followed Barcelona since 2007. You donkey. All right, man. Hey, listen, man. All right, all good, man. Then you have no gratitude for our players. Go support Madrid. Hey, listen, man. Yeah, I already answered this. I said Isaac. That's the dream signing. Okay, it says I have gratitude for players who deserve, not for passengers who are winning. I mean, bro, but Jordi, okay, so but this is the thing. Jordi Alba actually helped us win trophies. I don't know why you're just pretending like he didn't. He helped us win trophies. What are you on about? This you fraud, man. Man said inconsistent form. Like he was consistent. Come on, man. What are your thoughts on Grimaldo reunion? I would take him. Oh yeah, absolutely, man. I would take him in a heartbeat. You know, we could bring back Update as an option. No. I don't think so. I think he's doing well at Betis. Would you accept Messi back at Barcelona? Yeah, sure. Of course. Even now. Adriano helped us. You know what, Bassam? You are beginning to. You know what? I see what you're doing. I'm gonna just ignore you. Would you take Doku at Barcelona? He's one of the best dribblers in the world. What? No, hell no. No, man. Listen, yeah, it's a good dribbler. Okay, so what? The guy did, bro. This guy's end product is one of the worst I've ever seen in football. Nah, man, keep him away from my club. It says go at the Atletico in 2016. Okay, so you know what's funny, Bassam? You remember all of you remember all of the bad games for players like Jordan Alba, but you don't remember the good games, huh? You don't remember any good games? All right, you fraud. No problem. Anyways, guys, we are gonna be closing out. Hold on, let me actually see. Big up to every single one of you guys who has been here. This has been an amazing show. We've been running for 2 hours, man. Big up to every single one of you guys who's been here. This stream will be redirecting you all to Sarcasm City TV. Big up to every single one of you guys. Let me read some of these chats. It says, yeah, he runs with his head down. Thank you. You got my point, man. He says, I'm saying it's unconvincing, but maybe that's just me. All right, listen. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. He says the mood in the room is of revenge. Madrid are looking at Barcelona with anger. Hey, who cares, man? I'm glad that they're looking at us with anger, man. Look at us with anger all you want. Look at us with all those beady eyes of yours, man. I don't care, man. They can look at us however they want. Oh, he's from one of the promoted teams. Okay. Guys, can you guys hear me? I hope my microphone is good. I don't know what is going on. Yeah, hopefully my thing is good, guys. Good. Am I good? Man, this is annoying. Anyway, I'm about to close out anyway, so yeah, I'll have to deal with this issue later. But yeah, let me just read some of these chats that you guys have been putting on. Yeah. I don't know what happened. Like, bro, there's something wrong with my mic. I don't know why it just keeps glitching out and coming back in. I knew from the beginning Diaz would smoke the same smoke as same as Rashford. Be ready for Martinelli next week, bro. Let me tell you this, Dennis. If Barcelona bring this guy, I promise you guys. If you think that I've been ranting before, listen. If I see this brother at my club, I want Deco sacked just for that deal alone. Do you understand me? Nah, man. I'm not even gonna trigger myself, man. I'm not even gonna trigger myself. Real Madrid really don't care about any culture. They're such a forced team. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Anyways. But yeah, listen, at the end of the day, Real Madrid can act however they want. Listen, man, yeah, guys, I am going to be closing out here. This has been another episode, guys, of the Culers Culture Show, guys. There wasn't the whole panel wasn't here, guys. Everybody's kind of busy, it's end of season, so people are trying to enjoy, trying to, just enjoy their lives outside of football. It is what it is, man. Listen, at the end of the day, guys, even though the season has ended, I will still be here, guys. The grind doesn't end, guys. There's still more news, guys, coming out of the club. The Barca News Roundup will be back tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. And also, guys, I will be doing another Culers Culture Show maybe on Wednesday, and maybe we'll have a bigger panel on that show, guys. Right? Maybe it's not going to be just Jonas. We'll probably have other people who'll be joining as well. But big up to every single one of you guys who's been here from the start, man. We only got 19 people, but we had over 40 people, almost 40 people in here at some point, guys. Big up to every single one of you guys who has been here on the stream. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel, guys. And before I leave, guys, like I said, this stream will be redirecting you guys to Sarcasm City TV. Those guys are my buddies. These guys are people that always helped me help this channel grow, guys. Go in there, put Omar BYT Raid in the comment section below. Say hi to Flawless for me, guys. Pick up to every single one of you guys. Make sure you guys smash the like button. Make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications. And like I always say whenever I end these streams, guys, Visca el Barça, Visca el Catalonia, and peace, you guys. Take care.